All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope my voice coming good and clear. Please inform me if you have any difficulty from your side. First of all, today we are enjoying a good time, and same as yesterday. And actually, this is a Christmas time, but for us as a Christian, every day is a Christmas. For Christ, He came already, and because of Him, human is going to live for eternity. The birth of Christ is not only his birth, it is our birth. Because of him, man will live forevermore. So we are thankful for him, we are happy because of him, and the only hope we have is just because of him. So today we will do the same as yesterday. Yesterday, many of you wanted to call me, but they could not. Too many callers, too many people tried to call, but they could not reach because simply, we have limited time, and everybody might talk. And I'm happy to hear you. Actually, yesterday it was a great day. It was a great time to enjoy with families which I never met, people I never saw, and yet they really show too much love and care. So we will look soon in Skype, and those who like to join us live on air, we will be happy to have you. And God is good. Let us see. All right. Now, if you see the articles written against Christmas, you will see that Christmas, not only Jesus have enemies. I mean, I understand that there's many enemies to Jesus, but look like the enemies extend even for a time of happiness. Like, look like somebody don't want people to be happy. Or maybe it is like a threat to some people to be happy. Atheists don't want Christmas. Liberals don't want Christmas. Muhammadan don't want Christmas. Everybody get offended by Christmas. But the city and the thing we see is different. If you go in the ground, if you go to the shopping malls, you see how busy it is. Forget about the commercial. I'm not, Christmas is not supposed to be commercial, but this is telling you how many people celebrate really Christmas. Because if a Christmas really does not exist, and as they claim that there is a big number of atheists, etc., liberals who don't like Christianity, but you will find in a Christmas time, those who call themselves liberals, those who call themselves atheists, is the first one to celebrate a day which don't belong to them anymore. I mean, aren't you the one who throws a posted Jesus behind you? Correct? They could not deny and they cannot run away from such a beauty. Because of Christ, He bring beauty to your life, to your children's, and you cannot escape that. A few days ago, I showed you an article written by a Muhammadan about how much he suffered. I think the article called "How to Escape the Christmas," how to survive the Christmas. And this Muhammadan was talking about how much he suffered because it's like a game. You have to flip the TV station fast as soon as you see something about Christmas on TV. So he is really suffering. And you ask yourself, I mean, why this is what this phobia is about? It's a phobia, but the phobia, it's anti, like he is anti himself. He don't like to see that people are happy and he's not. So I don't want to see that. I don't want to be. I will be tempted by happiness, as we are, if we can say so. Like, don't tempt me. Don't tempt. Don't. It's a temptation, but this is a good temptation, because you are not harming anyone. You are not hating anyone. You are loving everybody. So how that can be a bad temptation, right? Uh, so Christmas really is something beautiful, and we enjoy it, and we encourage everybody to be to enjoy Christmas. Uh, Thank you for those who they are saying thank you, and thank you for those who they are making donation. We appreciate you. God bless you. Remember one thing: when somebody he claimed to be Christian, he say Christmas is not from Christianity. But this is not really biblical, because the Bible says every day you designate to the Lord is a Sabbath, which means it's a holiday. Sabbath is not. Many people think that the word Sabbath mean Saturday. You know, Sabbath is not Saturday necessarily. It can be Saturday. Sabbath is the day where mentioned in the Bible that God he finished his work, and then he ordered us to designate a day for him, which is for us actually, because this is why Jesus he said, you know, Sabbath was made for the man, not the man was made for Sabbath. So the Bible says clearly that every day designated to the Lord is a Sabbath. So this is a Sabbath, for this is a day for the Lord. This is not a day for you. However, Jesus, the Messiah, he explained to us that yes, it is for the Lord, but it is for you in the same time. This is why it was made for the man, not the man was made for the Sabbath. So it is a day to remember the Lord, but yet it is us who get the benefit of it. So it is beautiful, and those who try to resist it, they have issues. You know, I believe they have like maybe you have a health issue, and the health is in the way you think. Maybe you need to change the diet you eat, because why you are fighting happiness, and happiness in the name of Christ. This is an innocent happiness. There's nothing wrong done with it. There's nothing done in the name of the Lord with it. And if there is somebody doing something wrong in the name of Christmas, this is his doing, you know. Like, you know, Christmas is not to be for parties and drinking and you know, this madness. This is people do. All right, we have somebody is calling. Let us see. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Is this Christian Prince?
Yes, my friend. You are live on air. I hear you.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Am I talking to Christian Prince?
Yes, it's me, my friend. Go ahead. You are live on air.
Hello?
I think it's not working. He don't hear me. Please check your audio before you call. Hello?
Christian Prince? Yes. Hello?
Yes.
Is this CP?
This is CP.
Hello?
Mute YouTube, please.
Yeah, I just did.
All right.
I just did.
How are you?
Okay, yeah, great to hear you.
Thank you very much.
Great to talk to you. Wow.
Thank you.
I started following you when you were on ABN SAT.
Okay.
Long time ago. And then you started this channel, and I came here. I remember the time when we started, it was like less than 100 people. Then it went up to 120, and we all got so excited.
Well, you know, always, actually, you know, for me, I have like, I used to do in Paltalk, and I was very popular in Paltalk. So the YouTube, it was something new, and it is Muslims who made me come to YouTube.
Yeah. I never followed you on Paltalk. This is Ann Chung, in case the audience doesn't know who's talking.
All right.
I think everybody who's subscribed to my YouTube channel is kind of small, but I work hard on it. Yeah, updating.
Sure.
New content 3 times a week. It's a lot of work.
Sure. Just post your name after you finish, so people will know that this is your channel.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
You're
Merry
welcome.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Yeah, you know, YouTube, it was something new for always when you start, and nobody know that. Nobody knows even that I am in YouTube. And not only that, there's many people, they would love to follow my channel, but they don't know which channel is mine. Because now if you type Christian Prince in YouTube, you will find endless numbers of Christian Prince. Which one? You know? Actually, she was speaking about ABN. I'm not sure this is when, but I have older channel than that. It's called Investigate Islam. It was really big, and then they deleted. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Hey, Christian Prince.
How are you?
How are you? I'm fine. This is Srihas from Sweden.
You're welcome, my friend. What do you like to say to us?
Yeah, basically I'm from India.
All right.
Yeah, my wife is studying in Sweden here. She's doing a master's. And yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, I just have some doubts, Christian Prince.
You have a doubt about what?
About because there is a problem going on in India. Because my neighbors are some of them are Muslims.
Right.
They seems to be nice people. And when I know about like all these terrorists and Sharia law and all these things,
right.
When we talk to them about it, they like they don't know anything about it actually.
Okay.
Because they are like I mean the Indian Muslims. I'm from south part of India. So all these Tamil and Malayalam Muslims, they don't know really about this Arabic thing. And then like when we tell them and talk to them, they are like, oh, this is not in the Quran. And all the leaders of the mosque, they are like, oh, it's not in the Quran.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how to approach them? Like no, because
yeah,
I'm not good in the Quran, and they don't know the Quran.
Yeah, I understand.
Really. Whatever you tell in the what about the Quran is totally different from what they tell me.
Yeah, but you said to me you have a doubt about what? I don't understand.
Yeah, like how to approach them.
Okay. Well, I will answer you after you finish. Just say Merry Christmas, and I will answer you after you hang up.
Yeah, okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah. First of all, for us, we love Muslims. Doesn't matter who they are. And Muslims, they are human like us, and they can be great people to know. But as you see, we are exposing the cult of Islam. We are not against Muslims. Actually, we love the Muslims, and we should care for them. So a Muslim who don't know, that's a wonderful chance for you to show him and to share with him the truth, so he will leave Islam. And how to approach them? Simply, knowledge is the key. When you speak to somebody about something you do not know, you will speak foolishness. So don't open up your mouth in any topic in the world unless you are sure from what you are talking about. So before you speak about any issue, anything, not necessarily about religion, I mean, don't claim to be a scientist if you are not. You know what I mean? Don't teach people English if you don't speak good English. Like me, I cannot teach you English. So knowledge is the key, and then knowledge will speak for itself. Let us see, we have a caller here. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend, I hear you. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So how are you?
I'm fine, my friend. You are live on air.
Merry Christmas at first.
Merry Christmas to you.
I want to tell you that I'm an ex-Muslim right now.
That's wonderful.
I'm an ex-Muslim right now.
All right.
And yeah.
What happened? Why you left Islam?
Actually, because of you. I'm from Germany.
Okay, so you were listening to me.
I can't hear. Wait.
You are from Germany. Okay, so you were.
Can you repeat that, please?
I lost you too. I heard you saying you are from Germany and you left Islam because of me. That's what I heard from you. Correct? Hello?
Yeah, I think you know Amir, right?
Yeah, Amir, sure, yeah.
From Germany, Amir.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched a lot of videos from him too, so it kind of, like the culture and stuff, it kind of, I always saw like nothing good in Islam, right? And I grew up with Christians because I live in Germany, and I always saw like the culture and they were always nice, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's why. But my family is actually still Muslim, which I think is very, very. I think it's not good. They will call it sometime, and they still don't know that I'm Christian right now. So it's like unofficial, you know.
Well, my friend, love your family. Be sure to love your family, because it doesn't matter if they are Muslims or Christians. Still, you as a Christian now, you have to love them, and maybe the Lord, He will help you to guide them and to bring them to Christ.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm so happy for you, my friend, that you left Islam and you became a Christian, and I wish you really a Merry Christmas. And actually, those who became Christians and they are coming from a Muslim background, they will have a better Christmas than us, because they will enjoy it for the first time as part of it, not our people who they are outsider. You know what I mean? Good for you, my friend. All right. I think you have a bad connection. Thank you for calling.
All right.
Take care. Bye bye. Take care.
First time as part of it.
Hello.
People who they are
mute YouTube, please. Mute YouTube, please. Before you call me, mute YouTube. Don't call me, and you are in YouTube.
Christian Prince?
Oh, sorry. I hang up on him by mistake. Call me again, please. Too many callers, and we are losing the track. Hello? Okay.
CP?
Yes, my friend, you are with me.
CP. I'll make it real quick to the point. I just want to emphasize the full scope of your value. You are a modern day warrior saint. You are the most prolific freedom fighter for humanity of our time. Some may have courage and some may have knowledge, but no one has the grand combination of both that you have by far. And no one works as tirelessly as you to the point of self-detriment. Yet you are one of the most humble and modest people I've heard on YouTube, and you have a great sense of humor. And your broadcasts and your books should be made required reading for schools and world leaders alike. And I just want to express total gratitude, and I want to bless you. God bless you, brother. This is a Crusader General, but you are the real Crusader General. So thank you so much for everything you do. You're just an tremendous figure of greatness in our in our very dangerous times, like where we actually falling back to the times before Judeo-Christian values became around.
I lost you, David.
Flow. So thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, my friend. Bye bye. Thank you, Crusader. All right, thank you for the kind words. I'm not really expecting from you guys to say things about me. I am nobody. You don't even know how I look like. And what I do is just a duty for a Christian to do. I mean, if we as a Christian we don't do this, who's going to do it? So I'm not doing really something. This is what we should do, all of us. But thank you for every nice, kind words you said. Okay, let us here see. Those who could not reach them, we will call them back. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, go ahead. You are live on air.
Yes, just give me a minute. I'll mute YouTube. I mean, I'm hearing two voices right now.
All right.
Yeah. So how are you doing, CP? I mean, first of all, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, I'm from Sri Lanka. I mean, you might have heard of the Easter Sunday attacks, right? I mean, you also I think you did a video on it.
Right. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. No, just wanted to recall on it. I mean, the situation is, no, everything is fine right now, but I just that thought came to my mind. I mean, people don't understand what the motive was. Still, they don't understand because they think that something politically it was involved. But the truth is, I mean, the suicide bombers, they were, I mean, their inspiration was ISIS. I mean, and they wanted to establish Sharia state.
Yeah, the inspiration is not ISIS. The inspiration is the Prophet of Islam.
Yeah, no. What I mean is, I mean, what their theology is like. I mean, what the ISIS believe, the Sharia state to establish Islamic state. So that was their motive.
Well, my friend, I wish Sri Lanka this year will have a nice Christmas and peaceful, and they will have a nice and loving time, even with the Muslims. You know, try to love them. Even what happened, it was very bloody, very ugly. But we advise the Christians not to hate. You know, like the criminals, go and get, like, let the police get them and let them get the punishment they deserve. But
that's what I'm saying. I mean, Muslims are really nice people. I mean, I have a lot of Muslim friends.
Yeah, we don't want anyone to hate the Muslims. We don't want, because hate, you know, if we hate them and we hate, and I mean, the devil is the only one is happy if we are joining the party of hate. You know, we don't want to be part of
what
hate.
I'm saying is, I mean, it's there. I mean, it's the, I mean, core of Islam, which is the problem. I mean, not the people. People are very nice.
Correct.
I mean, they are really nice people.
Yeah.
And
well, thank you, my friend.
As you say.
Thank you for calling. I have many people trying to call. So if you can make it short, do you want to say anything else?
No, I just wanted to talk and wish you Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you very much. Take care. Yeah, because many people are trying to call, and we will try to give them time and ability to call us. Let us see here. We have another caller. The one who could not call, I will call you back. Well, they are. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. You are live on air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you are live on air.
Yeah.
Did you try to call me?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, I don't know if this person is qualified to talk, because it sounds like someone is so young. So we will hang up and we will take another caller.
Hello.
Yes, my friend.
Good evening, Brother CP. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, my friend.
Brilliant. I've been trying to reach your ID on Skype.
Yeah.
Try many times. When I overheard somebody telling you that maybe your Skype was on private.
Yeah.
So as I heard that, I said, okay, let me try and see if I will get you, because I've searched for you before.
All right.
My name is Robert, and you get my ID on YouTube as True Mafia.
All right.
I don't know if you remember that.
All right.
Yeah. I want to bless God for your life.
Thank you.
And for all that you have been doing. I'm so delighted to come across you several months ago through David Wood channel and Brother Sham Shimon.
All right.
And I really enjoy everything you're doing, and I pray that the Lord will strengthen you and protect you.
Thank you, my friend. Where are you from, my friend?
Come again?
What country you are speaking from?
Yeah, I'm in England. I'm in England.
Oh, I'm from
I'm
England.
in
Oh,
Manchester,
okay.
in England.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm happy to have you, my friend.
Yeah,
And
I'm a scientist. Yes, I'm a scientist.
you're a
Lecturer at the
scientist.
university as
Well, I am. You know, I'm not a scientist. The only license I have is a driving license. I don't know if that will work.
You always say that.
All right, my friend, my brother.
You
Thank
always say
you.
that.
Wish you a Merry
Bless
Christmas.
God for everything.
Yeah, wish you a Merry Christmas for you and your family, and wish you the best for the coming year.
The same to you, bro.
Take care.
The same to you.
God
God
bless.
bless you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Very nice people. Very nice people. You know, you see people calling from around the world, actually. And this is the beautiful thing here. Now, we have different accent, but all of us, we are family. That's really wonderful. I will try to call the one who he could not make it. Let us call this person. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Yes, Mr. Prince, how are you?
I'm fine.
I just want to wish you Merry Christmas.
Thank
and
you.
Happy New Year in advance. We thank God for your life and the work that you are doing to taught us this knowledge, passing on the knowledge to us, which also I appreciate. Like me, when I bought the Quran, I couldn't understand anything about it, not a single word, because when I started listening to you and hearing, and I find understanding through your teaching, to be able to know a little bit and have a clear understanding of what Quran is saying. And also, I just want to encourage your work is very excellent. You are building many soldiers for the Lord, because it's just like the knowledge I've acquired through your teaching and has built me. I have a way to share my knowledge that you have passed on to us to the Muslim. And also, another thing I just want to encourage, I'll ask one question before I let you speak to continue. Is that if you can, like, you are building soldiers for the Lord, like you are building us up, like like me, I'm a pastor, so you are not. So I listened very well to you to be able to get to what you are talking about, to be able to have the knowledge. As you are building many soldiers for the Lord, if you can do this sometime, I'm not teaching you what to do, because you if you can allow us sometimes, like where as your student to able to call sometimes, maybe you should have 1 day for us to be able to call, to be able to ask or use some sort of question about Islam. Anyone that wants to know about Islam and anyone that wants to defend it, maybe once a month, like just allow to be able to share our feedback of what we have learned, on the field, coming back to you. Maybe we have the question to ask you. Maybe you should think about it. Yeah. And my second thing is that I found out that every Muslim always have something to say. They're always trying to defend. Do you think, like when you are you and Hijab was talking on that very day, do you think there's something hidden that they don't want people to know? Or because I'm always curious about this, why these people don't want us to, not to debate, not to listen, not to hear? Is there anything they knew themselves that they don't want people to know? Or is there anything that in Islam that some people know about that don't want others to know about this?
Yeah. Well, you know, I agree with you that I should give a day, and I think I will do that. And here we go. I approve it from now. Starting from next week, we will make a day or two a week where people, they can call us and ask a question from the Christians, and Muslim can call too. So thank you for the idea. We will do it. Secondly, about those names you mentioned, they are not really important for me. Those are because they are afraid, they are terrified. So they will not go to what it's called debate. We did not have a debate because simply the person you mentioned his name, he is terrified to debate me. So he made all the excuses in the world. So he will just make it like, I will play a video. Did you say that? Did you say that? But he will not debate me. So those are not, we cannot really speak about religion and mention their names because they are just doing business. And the whole purpose of what they do is just buying and selling. For us, Islam is a target, not those kids who they are doing business. Islam cannot debate us, Islam cannot answer us, and this is the important. And whoever is a Muslim watching, regardless he is watching who talking to me, he noticed that there is a problem, and the problem, there's no Muslim can stop for a second and say, hey, I'm going to show you that this guy is not telling the truth. But because they knew I'm telling the truth, nobody dared to call me, and nobody dared to debate me. So they debate, or if they debate, they will lose. If they don't debate, they will lose. So it doesn't matter really.
So is it that like some people know the truth that this is not right? That's why they are running away from it. Their deeds and the Quran. Maybe the Muslims are realizing this is not right. This cannot be truth. Or they know the truth. They just want to hide it.
Well, depend.
Like trying to see.
Depend. There's people who don't know, and they put their trust in somebody else supposedly he know, and they take what he say for granted. And there's people who knows, but they defend regardless if it's true or not, because simply this is his religion. This religion became like an identity for him. It's like an ID. So when you speak against Islam as if you are speaking against him, when this is not really true. I'm not speaking against a person, I'm speaking about a belief. So Muslims, there is very many kind of Muslims. There is Muslims they know nothing about Islam anyway, and there's Muslims that don't care really for Islam. You know, actually me myself, the first time I ever heard a joke about Islam, it was from a Muslim. Me myself, this is my experience. First time ever I heard someone joking about his religion, it was a Muslim. At the time I thought he is just trying to see what I will say, you know, maybe like, you know, to pull my leg, so I will say what, to give me like a let us say what he was saying, you know. So no, but this person, he was really honest, and he believed Islam is nothing but a false cult, it's a stupid cult. So there's many kind of Muslims. We cannot put them all in one basket. However, there's people they are doing business. There's people they are naive. There's people they are listeners, and there's people they don't care. And at the end of the day, for us, we do our job, and the one who care, he will listen and he will learn and he will leave this cult. All right.
Lastly, do you think the Muslim focus on the prayer part, not the word? Like Christian, we focus on the word of God. Like we look the word of God literally, and that's why our guide. Do you think Muslims just follow the activities of prayers? They just pray,
Muslims, they don't
without
follow.
looking into what Allah is saying.
You see, Muslims are not about they follow or not. The Muslims are obligated to do rituals. Islam is about rituals, not about belief. So you have to say certain words. It's like a magic stuff, like voodoo. You have to say certain stuff, like you say shahada, you say certain words before you pray. If after you pray, you make a certain movement, and that will make you a Muslim. The rest is not important, and that you know, we spoke about it many times. Anyway, my friend, I have to give time for others because there's many people trying to call. I want to say thank you for the good ideas you gave us, and we will do your suggest about taking calls from Christians. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. God bless you.
Merry Christmas.
All
right. The ones they could not make it, please call me again. I will be happy to take you. Let us see here. We have this person. He tried to call us.
Hello.
Yes, you are live on air.
Yeah, hello. Good morning. I'm calling from North Borneo. I'm Jamal.
Hey, Jamal. You are calling from where?
North Borneo.
North.
Do you know where it is?
North where? Sorry, I did not get it.
It's from, yeah. Okay. I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone, and everyone listening. Christians, Muslim, and
thank you.
And to you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, thank you. Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye. I did not get it where he said where he's from. Borneo? That's Indonesia, maybe. All right. Oh, this brother, he is up very early in the morning. All right. Let us see here. There's a brother trying to call.
Hello, Christian Prince, CV?
Yes, my friend. Go ahead. You are live on air.
Hello?
Yes, I hear you.
Are you there?
I'm here. Hello.
Hello, Christian Prince?
Yes, my friend, I hear you.
Hello, Christian Prince. It's John from Norway.
Okay, John, we hear you.
Are you there?
All right, I think, John, you have a problem. I hear you. I'm here. Are you there? All right. Well, try to call us again, John. You know, your mic is not working, obviously. Your speakers. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Christian Prince?
Yes, my friend, I hear you. Mute YouTube.
Hello, Prince. It's John from Norway.
Mute,
Okay, John,
mute,
we hear you.
mute
Are you
YouTube.
there?
All right, I think, John, you have a problem. Okay. Guys, don't call me and your YouTube is on. Don't call me and your YouTube on. You mute it first because that will make two sound. All right. Anyway, I'm really grateful to have all of you guys, and thankful for the Lord to have a great company, great brothers, great sisters, and I'm not worthy really of your words. Yeah, either like sometime, either everybody want to call in the same time or nobody call. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's all right. Anyway, you know, for us as a Christian, we should always care for the Muslims and love them, and never go into the hate. The hate is something not from Christ. And I know that Christ, like, you know, I mean, Christ orders sometimes is not easy to follow and to practice, but this is what Christ's orders are.
Yes, hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Oh, CP, amazing, amazing.
How are you?
Oh, I'm well. I'm doing well. I'm glad you called me. My story's pretty long, but I'll make it as quick as possible. Obviously, I love your work, what you're doing. I am a 9/11 survivor from the World Trade Center.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I say my story because my story really is amazing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let me calm down. All right. I lost a lot of people that day.
You lost what?
Like many families. A lot of friends.
All right.
That day, and nothing recertified my faith in Jesus and God than that day. And amazingly, and I know a lot of Muslims don't believe this, but at that time, I was dating someone, and she happened to be a Muslim Lebanese woman.
Okay.
With her father named Muhammad, just so you guys know. And we ended up getting married. But during 9/11, no one was more angry than her father. 9/11 brought her father to Jesus.
Wow.
And yeah, and I'm one of the very few people that is married into a Muslim family, and their family seeing how we are, they all ended up converting.
That's wonderful, my friend. That's a great news.
And it's amazing how I have a father-in-law who's named Muhammad. I have an uncle who's named Abdul. I'm not even lying. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And they've never been so free. I mean, they're not even the same people. And amazingly, the father, which I told you his name was Muhammad, he ended up going to his own church and all that. And keep in mind that he's got one of those Mohammedan beards.
Mm-hmm.
He walks in there to the church that was close to him. At the beginning, people were giving him looks, but nobody said anything. But it turns out through the years that he ends up being the security for the church.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So my story is pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I love the Lebanese people. I love the Muslim people, the community. It's just the problem is, like you always say, it's Islam.
Yeah, the problem is Islam. Not, we love the people and we will never hate them. And
correct.
The best thing to do always, not to fall into the trap of the devil, because the devil, he this is his party. The devil, he wants us to dance with him, and the only way we can dance with him is to hate somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. And through him seeing how my family is and how loving we are, and one day he tells me, I was always surrounded by other Muslims, and he tells me he's basically bought into the whole idea of I was programmed to just automatically dismiss and hate. But he saw how we were. He saw how compassionate we are. He saw how we were doing the holidays, our own personal holidays, and birthdays and gifts. We have children together, and he just saw how we lived our life, and based on that, with no pressure, the man made his own decision. And we don't even speak about it, but we know who he is, and we know what he is, and he protects us. And, to this day, he's brought a lot of people into the church. Most of them are, unfortunately, they're hidden because they get reprisals. They take it out on them and on their countries that they belong to, and those people's families. So there are more Christians that you think that are Muslims, especially the Lebanese communities. They're more open than to anyone to hear the gospel. But yeah, that's my story, and I appreciate your work.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for your story.
I love you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say it for everybody in the crew. This is Ed Lorenzo. I love you. We all love you.
Thank you. God bless you, my friend.
Just know that. All right. God bless you. Thank you.
Merry Christmas to your family. And
You
say
too.
Merry Christmas special from me to Muhammad and to whatever from his
And
family.
Abdul.
And Abdul.
I'm kidding.
All right. Take care, my
All
friend.
right, take care.
All right. Take
Okay,
care.
bye.
Bye. Yeah, see the Lord, how he, he opened the eyes of somebody. I mean, he did not even tell him anything. The person he chose to be Christian. So yeah, Islam, the fruits of Islam will make people leave this cult sooner or later. Like when you don't see something better, you don't know what is better. When I used to live in the Middle East as a kid, I always imagine the street in front of my house is so big, so wide. It's so big, until I start going out, because we go we grow in an area, we are not allowed to leave as kids from the area because this is protected area, they say. Family don't trust you to go far. So you don't see what wide street is until you see a wider street. And this is exactly what happened to Muslims. They don't see how ugly the ethic of Muhammad until they see the ethic of Christ. Because Muhammad have no ethic. Zero. Actually, he's minus in everything. They make too many speeches about him that he is the most wonderful man, amazing, etc. But the facts, it's the opposite. Talk doesn't match the suit. They dress Muhammad with a suit which is not in his size. So he looked like, when Zakir Naik, he dressed a jacket which is so big to make his shoulder look big and wide, but he's so skinny. And I'm not making fun of his look, but I mean the clothes he wearing doesn't match his body. He want to have big shoulders. The jacket is so big, but he is so skinny, so he didn't match inside the clothes he's wearing. Yeah, it is. See. All right, we will take a call. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hi, is this CP?
Yes, my friend. You're live on air.
Oh my god. Oh my goodness, I've listened to you for so many years now. I can't believe I'm actually talking to you.
I'm happy that you did.
I'm calling you from Australia.
Wonderful.
I've been listening to you since I was a young kid.
Oh, how young at that time you were?
Maybe 13 or 14, but you didn't have the name CP. You were just like other names like Another Clone and stuff like that, and Shake Your Booty, I think.
No. This is always I have a Christian Prince name. I never have a different name. Those people, maybe they copy my videos under their accounts and they post them, but this is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to say that. So, what's your topic today? Because I always like to stay on your
topic.
Well,
no, nothing. It's just we are celebrating Christmas and we're receiving calls from Christians who like to share their thought about Christmas.
Beautiful. I'm actually Coptic, and I love Christmas. It's my second favorite holiday. My first one is Easter.
Wonderful.
Because the resurrection of Christ brings so much joy.
I mean.
But of course, the birth of him is so important for us all because, you know, he came into the world and saved us. And I feel sorry for the Muslims because they can't enjoy something so nice. And you know, all the debating and all these topics, I always say to them, we can debate as much as you want, and you're going to hit your head against the wall. But at the end of the day, if you don't feel it, you're never going to experience the true love of Christ, which Muhammad can never give you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, my friend, for the call, and I really appreciate having you.
Okay, wait. I wanted to ask you another question.
Sure.
Do you know who Abuna Zakaria Boutros is?
Sure, I know him. Sure.
Oh, great. No, I was just checking.
I never met him, you know, but for sure I know him.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
because he's our champion in the Coptic world. We love him. We love you too. But not many Arabs know you. You deal with the English world, which I'm very, very happy that you do, because the Arabic world, we have it well covered, but the English world, we don't have many people that deal with the Islamic problems.
Exactly. This is why I'm doing it in English, actually, because otherwise in Arabic is a lot easier for me.
Yeah. I'm so happy that I spoke to you. I've been listening to you for so many years, but I never thought to call.
You're welcome, my friend. And say Merry Christmas to your family, too.
Merry Christmas to you. God bless.
Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Yeah, you see, because this is why I chose to do in English, because nobody is doing it in English. When I started, there was zero. So there's some doing Arabic, and they are doing a great job, as the name of the person he mentioned, Zakaria Boutros. He's a Coptic priest. He's a wonderful man, great person, and he did a great, let us say, exposure to the cult of Islam. Let us see. Be sure, if you want to call us, to have to be over the age of 18. You know, our program, you know, I don't mind children to listen, but I like always children to do call under the supervision of their family, their parents. Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yes. I'm sorry for the bad signal.
Yeah, it's all right. And when you called first time, I thought it's like the sound wasn't clear. I thought maybe you are under the age, so that's why I'm asking you.
All right. No, I'm sorry. Right. I just want to say thank you, CP, for the work that you're doing. I just want to share a story about. I'm not a Muslim. I mean, but my father was. He was a Muslim, and I live in the Muslim country.
Your father is a Muslim?
He was.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm going to give you the time you needed, as long as you have look like you have an interesting story. So take your time and tell us what happened. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay. So it's not easy being a Christian in a Muslim country, and my father was a Muslim, and but he left that cult not because he married my mother. My mother is Christian, not because he married my mother. He left the cult, but he met Jesus as a person. But for the first time, not the first time, but when when as a Christian, I going to school, you know, I got bullied, I got discriminating, and first I really disappointed to my father because why he choose to live so hard when he can choose to live easily. I think that was I thought, because you know he was a teacher, but I never know that he have a hard time as a teacher, because in Arabic they call it murtad, right?
Right.
Yeah, and I always hear that word for the entire of my life when I are going to school, and it hurt me so bad. And I never understand was why he choose to left the cult and choose Jesus. But now, and when I hear your teaching, I fully understand why. And you know, right now I still have a Muslim family, like my cousins. And once I tried to share your video to her, but you know, I got rejected, and it makes me sad. But the most sad is she has not rejected me; she has rejected my Lord. So I was thinking that, why God? I mean, I really want her to know you. I pray, but now I understand. I'm just doing my job, but the rest is God's job. So I just want to thank you, CP, and I need you to pray for my family, my cousins, and I still have a lot of Muslims family in here. I need everyone's in the chats also to pray to my family so they will get the chance to know our Savior. That is all I want to share, because it's not easy living in this country as a Christian. It's so hard. But thank God I have Him. I have my Savior, so He strengthens me every day. So even though it's not me who got rejected, it's Him. That's the most saddest thing is. So yeah, I just want to thank you, Siti, for your teaching, and I will listen always. It's not just about Islam, but I need to get to know more about Jesus through your video. Even though you are teaching about Islam, but no, I get to know more about Jesus through your video. So thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you, sister. I'm really honored to hear your voice today and to hear your story. And do you still live in the Middle East? Hello? I think I lost her, maybe. Hello?
I live in Indonesia.
Oh, you live in Indonesia.
Hello.
Sorry. Oh, okay. All right. Well, my dear sister in Christ, actually, you know, the Lord, He blessed you with many things, and the most important thing that you were coming from a Muslim family, and now you are a Christian. That's an extra blessing. You see, me, I did not get that honor to, you know, to be something and became something. So you have a double honor because you choose. You know, you choose more than I did choose. Because for me, I was lucky. I was born from a from a Christian family. My parents, they are believers, so I did not go through what she gone through. Yeah, you know, she have a bad connection. Thank you for calling. I'm really blessed to hear your voice, and I hope people who they are in the chat, they will not act like kids. Otherwise, I will ban you. This is a forum for adult. If you are a kid, please leave. There's no place here for kids. What we do here is very serious. If you are here coming just to be silly, You know, somebody is crying in the mic and you are making jokes. So if you cannot show respect, if you cannot hold yourself from being silly and a kid, please leave. Leave in peace. All right? And each time somebody call us, somebody silly in the chat, he say Tahani. Who is this Tahani? What's wrong with you guys? I mean, why people are like kids? When we are going to grow, speak like adult. Be an adult. Let us see. CP from Ghana, we love you very much. See this brother here from Ghana. I mean, this internet is amazing that we are speaking to everybody from Africa. Look how many brothers from Africa, they called us already. Even some of them, they live in England. But African people, by the way, the amazing thing about the Lord, that one day the white man, he went to Africa to teach the African about Christ. And I'm saying Africa, I mean maybe the middle of Africa, because the Coptic Egyptian, the Ethiopian, they knew about Christ even before the white man. So the white man came to Africa to preach about the gospel and to bring the African to Christ. But today, the African is coming to the white man to teach him about Christ. Isn't it amazing? Let us see. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Hi, CP. I'm from Germany.
Hello, my friend.
And I wanted to thank you for all your things which you do. It's, it's very nice. And sorry, my wife. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to thank you for all the things which you do. It's very inspiring, because I also try to talk with some Muslim friends of me, and I want to share what I know in believing in Christ. And yeah, you give inspiration for all of us. And yeah, I want to wish you Merry Christmas and thank you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family, with the love to all people in Germany. Thank you, my friend. God bless you.
Thanks.
Care. Yeah. I mean, do you see when, I mean, the reason yesterday I did this, because people, they were requesting it. But then today I said to myself, you know what, this has made me happy. For first time, I have a break from the madness. I mean, too much madness and crazy stuff. And I speak of the whole year, I'm speaking about nothing but garbage. It's time for me to speak about something good with good people. You know what I mean? This is why yesterday, and maybe tomorrow, we'll take more calls. I don't know. Because I'm really happy to hear this beautiful family around the world. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Greetings from Europe, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine.
I just want to say a few things, so I won't take much of your time.
All right.
I just wanted to say I'm a big fan of your work, and keep what you're doing, brother. We love you, and keep... I know you don't like to hear this stuff, but you need to know it, because not everybody can do what you do. Those are skills that you have. Not everybody can do it. Just that you know that.
Thank you, my friend. God bless you, and I wish you a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Yes, to you also, and to the listeners also. And I would like to say to you that because of your videos, I would like to thank you for that, because when I watched your videos, they inspired me, and I realized not only faith is enough, you should have knowledge also, you know.
Exactly.
You should know about your faith. So I learned a lot from you, and also from other things, just because I watched your videos. And I wanted to thank you for making me laugh with that so-called debate with that little boy hijab. You made me laugh so hard that day. So I want to thank you for that, because when I watched the stream from their side, I died laughing. I died laughing with those kids.
Yeah. Well, we do our part and they do their part, and people will watch and see.
But I lost every respect for them. They acted like little kids, man.
Yeah, they are just kids.
I could not believe it. They were serious with that game. They tried to slander your name and talk about everything except for Islam. Just talk how you are pervert. That was the big plan. Those are the heroes from the speaker corner, the champion.
That is fear. That is called fear.
Mimi, you know what? Mimi, he didn't even dare to be in the same room as your voice. He had to yell at you from the other room. That's how scared he was.
Yeah, no,
he reminded me like a little kid, you know.
They put the computer far away from the microphone so nobody can hear what I say. It's let us say it is an evil plan trying to make me look bad, but the fact it worked against them. Because they promise people to have a debate. What is a debate? You are muting, you are hanging up on the guy, and you are running away. You know? And he opened a topic, he don't want to talk about it.
You realize that they know who you are. They act like they don't know. They know very well who you are. They planned this for months, you know, and this was the best they could do. This was the best, greatest plan they could do. Just to mute you, play videos, and talk with themselves. They destroy you, brother. You are finished. You know that, CP. You are finished now.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you, my friend, for calling. Let us not to waste our time talking about those kids.
Last thing, I know you have a lot of people. Yesterday, you had an interesting topic, and when you have the time, I would like to hear your thoughts about that, about the Middle Eastern situation, you know, between the Jews and the Palestinians, because a lot of us really don't know what's going on, and also the Muslims, you know, that's why they are all so hard to reach, because they think the Jews are evil. So maybe because you are an Arab man from an Arab part of the country, you could give your insight about the whole story, you know, who's right, who's wrong, how the Palestinians came there. You know what I mean?
Exactly, no problem. I will be happy to answer. Thank you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay. Again to you too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, you know, the Middle East issue, it's not about land, it's about religion, and people don't want to understand. You know, maybe we will have some time later, we will talk about it more. Hello?
Hello, Brother CB. How are you?
Hey, my friend. How are you? I'm fine.
I'm good, thank you. This is Aldi from Australia. I'm so happy to hear from you, and Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I wish you the best.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, I'm from Indonesia, but I'm living in Australia. Right. I'm original from Batak, so I'm nervous now, sorry. Whew, finally, I can call you.
Why you are nervous? I'm nobody. If you see me in the street, maybe you will not even say hi to me. I'm no one. I don't.
I can recognize your voice.
Yeah, but I mean,
I can miss your voice always.
Yeah.
I don't know who are you, who's your, what kind of face, but I know I recognize your face, your voice. I mean.
Yeah.
So. Right. I'm so thankful. Thank you for everything what you doing for us as Indonesian people. You give us big tools for us to demolish Muslim in Indonesia. You know, because they lie to us about who is Muhammad, who is Aisha. This is about lie. You know what I mean? So I can imagine how Indonesian people, I very hard to explain to you. But yeah, and I just say thank you for to you, what you're doing to us, and you give us big tools for us to demolish Muslim Indonesia. Can I say something Indonesian for Indonesian people here?
Sure, you can say Indonesian. I will translate.
Oh yeah. So yeah, terima kasih untuk teman-teman orang Indonesia yang ada di channel ini. Terima kasih untuk berdoa untuk CP. Spesial untuk orang Batak ada di channel ini. Horas untuk semua. Selamat Hari Natal, and Merry Christmas to all my family in CP fans, all of you, and all the best. And then that's it. And I hope you enjoy your time or fishing trip or in a few days. I love fishing, So if you come to Australia, I'll give you a nice place here, good spot for fishing, if you like.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And let me translate what he was saying. He was saying he want to thank Christian Prince and he wish him a Merry Christmas. And CP is, we listen to him always. And I missed one. He said, and don't forget to close the door before you leave.
That's it.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for calling.
Man. Thank you so much for what you're doing to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, my channel is RD. RD, that means Ronnie Damanix. Damanix, that's from North Sumatra. If you're going holiday to North Sumatra, I look after you. So if you're planning to, but if you change your mind, you can come to North Sumatra to like the very nice place over there.
I will be happy to go there, and you will kick me from your house second day I arrive.
No, there's no one there to touching you, man. No.
All right, okay. Well, wait until you see me eating. You have no idea.
I know you always eating once a day.
Exactly, I eat once a day.
I don't worry about that. So,
yeah, all right.
Yeah. Thank you, Brother CP.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you're doing. God bless you and Jesus bless you.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Bye-bye. Hello? Hello? We lost a call. Hello? 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 Okay. Before you call me, please hang up your YouTube, mute your YouTube. Otherwise, we will have two sound and then I have to mute you. Hello? 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 Hello?
CP?
Yes, my friend.
Can you hear me?
I do hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, CP. I wanted to to wish you a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Thank you.
You were talking to a lady last night about going to Israel.
Yeah.
And I lived in Israel when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I'm Christian. Mm-hmm. Let's not forget our brothers and sisters in Israel. They have Hanukkah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you go to Israel, you don't have to be worried about it because the Mossad already knows everything about you.
That much they know about me?
They know everything about you. Don't worry about it. If they see CP,
all right.
And as you said, they're not going to let you in just because of that Muhammad stuff. Yeah. Forget it. They already know everything about you when you just get in there and you want to travel.
And why they know?
I've been traveling.
But why they know everything about me? I mean, what is special about me? Why the Mossad would be interested to know about me?
Listen, people that are very important for them, they know about them. Don't worry.
All right. Okay.
As I was traveling a couple of times to Israel, in every airplane, you always have a couple of guys of Mossad inside.
Mm-hmm.
Before you get to the plane, you get 3 times checked.
Mm-hmm.
And don't worry about it. I'm telling you.
All right. If I get arrested, I will let you know.
It would be nice. Listen, I live in Germany. I'm from Poland.
All right.
And wouldn't be bad if you have a book in Polish.
Well, soon actually we have a translation already done. I'm just waiting for the publisher to see how we can publish it. So
I mean for the Polish people, because yes. I can read in German, I can read in English, any books of yours.
Yeah. We have a Polish book already translated, but it's not published yet. I hope soon we will be able to publish it.
You should go to Poland and see Poland. Poland is a very beautiful country.
I would love to.
Yeah, and very nice people.
I'm sure they are. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
So, as I said, Hanukkah to everybody out there, for our brothers, the Jewish ones, and to you and your family. All the best in Christmas, and have a nice New Year.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Take care.
Thank you very much, brother.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right. I'm not sure if I get happy now or I get upset or get scared. The Mossad know everything about me. Yeah, well, anyway, God is good. I have no fear from anyone. Let us see. We have more callers. We have here. All right. Look like a bad internet. Yeah, look like some people have bad internet. Anyway, you know, for me, I received an email yesterday. Someone saying to me, I went to Israel. It was very easy, but you know, for me, it's different. I'm an Arab. You are not. You know. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Christian Prince.
Yes, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, brother, for receiving my call. I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and I want to thank you for all the teaching. Thanks to you, my cousin is no longer a Muslim. He was lost. He was totally lost, but thank God, you know. And I come across, you know, some men of God like you and David Wood, and I was able to destroy this lie, this cult.
Well, happy for you and your family. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm very, very, very happy. I myself, I was lost because I came from a Catholic background. I was raised in a Catholic family, and I gave my life to Christ recently. And ever since, I've been seeing the word of the work of God over my life and many people. For example, going out the street, praying for the sick people, and I will tell you that in less than 6 months, I've seen more than 1,000 people healed in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
You know, even Muslims. Even Muslims. So this is for everybody. Believers shall lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. Period. That's true. Yeah. You know? Well, and that's it. Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
And and God bless you and your family as well.
Thank you. Take care and Merry Christmas. God bless.
Thank you. Bye. God bless you. Bye.
Yeah, about healing the sick, you know, this is a gift from the Lord, and you know, for us, we pray to the Lord to make it happen, but it happen only if He want. I mean, this is a miracle happening in His name, so His name is involved with it. So it is Him who approve or He disapprove. Anyway, so going to Israel, people thought, why I cannot go to Israel? Because I'm an Arab, not because. So don't describe your journey the same is going to be as mine. For me, the second they knew where originally I'm from, it was going to be a different story. And I don't blame them. I mean, this is their country, and there is a lot of risk. So some people, they say to me, oh, it was very easy. I went there. You're talking about you. For me, if I go to any country in the world, you know, especially if it's Islamic, there's a lot of Middle East in general, you know, there's a lot of things to think about twice before you go, or maybe many times before you go. Anyway, do we have any more callers? Let us see. Let us see, missed call. If you call once already, please don't call again, so we can take callers from. Okay. I hear the sound of This is Skype thing. The noise is annoying, isn't it? Okay, well, it looked like he's not going to answer, so why he called us? Yeah. All right. You do not need to add me to call me. You can call me without adding. All right. Let us see here. We have someone, I guess.
Hello?
Yes, my friend. You are live on air.
I just want to say Merry Christmas, CP.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Are you from the Philippines?
Actually, yes, but I live in San Francisco.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah,
a lot of Filipinos in San Francisco. Correct?
I have another account, King Sense. I always listen to you, and I truly believe that you're like one of the movers in these end times, because you're spreading the word of God through, and God is using you to all our Muslim brothers that haven't recognized Jesus yet. But I think God is using you, and I just actually found about you about 2 months ago, and I keep watching you every day, you know. And I was like, man, I never heard anybody speak like you, because you're blunt. Let's be honest. You're blunt and you're honest, and yet you're firm. And I just wish you the best.
Thank you. That's it. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Bless. Well, you know, some people don't like the way we speak, because these days everybody is politically correct, and you know, you have to be liar like the rest. The second you say what is you believe, the people, they will go against you. Let us see here. We missed this person.
Hello, Christian friends.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Are there?
Yes, I hear you. I hear you. I turn my head up and down. I turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it around. And all what I can see, just a lemon tree. Oh, I love lemon trees. Christmas time is wonderful, and we as a Christian, we should keep the spirit of the Christmas all year long, not only in the Christmas day. Let us see, we have a caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, my friend, you are
live. Good morning, Titi.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, I'm from Indonesia.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm from Indonesia.
All right.
I just want to say Merry Christmas, Titi. I'm very happy I'm talking to you right now.
Thank you, my friend. I'm happy to talk to you too. God bless you.
Oh, yes. Yes, sir.
Merry Christmas.
Do you have any plan to come to Indonesia, sir?
I don't know. You know, we will see. The Indonesian government, they did not send me a warrant to be arrested yet. We will wait for it, and so then I will come.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good thing. What you're doing right now, and keep doing it. And thank you very much. And for all my fellow Indonesians and the Muslims, please listen to this. So you guys can come to the truth. Thank you. Thank you, Sepi. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. God bless.
Yes. God bless you. God bless you.
Take care. Bye-bye. This person, he tried to call me anytime. Yes, hello?
Hello, Brother Sepi. My name is Sridhar. I'm from US itself.
You're welcome, my friend. You are from where?
I am from US.
US,
and
okay.
I watch your videos regularly.
All right.
And I'm so blessed by your teachings and the videos what you do.
Thank you.
It's a great privilege to have you. So I want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
And I want to tell one thing, that I always listen to debates as a third person. So what I saw all the time is when Muslim debaters, they debate, they somewhere or the other, they lie to defend their faith. But I had heard your debates for tons of hours, but I never saw any lie. You took a stand for a lie, and you told any lie there. So I'm greatly privileged to know CP and the great work you are doing, and it's my privilege to call you today and say Happy Christmas to you and God bless you.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you and your family, my friend. Don't forget to mention from me personally to your family. Sure. Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Sure, brother. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, I mean, why I want to say a lie? First of all, Christ is nothing to be ashamed of. You know, you lie when you are ashamed of something. Correct? You lie when you are ashamed of something. You want to hide it, you know, because it's a shame. And this is why, you know, those who defend Islam, they lie because they are ashamed of it. And I understand. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend, I hear you.
CP, how are you?
I'm fine.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
How is everything with you?
Everything is good. God is good.
Okay. I am from Egypt. My YouTube channel is Mark Cyril.
Okay.
And I follow you, and I wish you and all your fans Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why not you emphasize the work of Dan Gibson, Dr. Dan Gibson? I think it's amazing work, and shows how they change the stories and change the history, everything. I think if you make videos about this, it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah, well, thank you for thinking about that, and I will answer you after you finish. Anything else you want to say?
Okay, no, just want to wish you Merry Christmas. And,
thank you.
Happy New Year and happy life.
Thank you, my friend. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Well, you know, the person he mentioned, he have a theory, and maybe it's true or not. But for me, you see, if I adopt a theory, regardless if it's true or not, let us say it's true. Let us say it's a 1,000,000% true. That will not change anything. Still, the Muslim will say, I don't believe in this. So the best way for me not to waste my time and hit the snake in the head, not to look at the tail and I say, try to find. This is a history can prove for people who they are academic, you know. This can be useful for those who have degrees and professors, and you know, because then you will speak in your level. But if you want to speak to the normal standard people, those things doesn't work, right? So you want to show them Islam is false, just hit the Quran. This is the Prophet said, and this is Allah said. This is not Dan Gibson said and Christian Prince said, because I said he said will not work. What worked for them? Just show them how silly and how stupid the Quran. This is what I focus in, and Mr. Gibson, he can do his job, and every one of us he have his skills, and he do it in the right way, right? Yeah. For me, I believe it's a waste of time actually if I speak about that topic or make it a target, because it's like somebody coming to me and says Jesus was not exist. I will laugh. I won't even listen to him. You know what I mean? He will make me just laugh. So why I want to do that? We have to be logical. Always speak the language of the people you speak to, and the language here is not about English or Arabic. It's about who they are. So if you come in from high, from above, and you want to teach them, like it's like Aflatun sitting with a bunch of Mimi and Lulu and Susu and Samsi, and Aflatun want to debate them. Aflatun will look like fool. You know, Aflatun, he's a philosopher, etc. Because, you know, there's no match, and they are coming from different sky. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
CP?
Yes, my friend, you're live on air.
Thank you, thank you. How are you doing?
Still alive.
Nice to hear. Merry Christmas to you and your fans and to your family.
Thank you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you for making all these videos. Thank you for your book.
You're welcome. I'm doing my best.
I've been watching you for like 3 months now. And to be honest, you've really helped me a lot. Like, really, really helped me a lot. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, my friend. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. Yeah, actually, you know, let us see here. We have somebody trying to speak to us. Okay. I wish I can change the tone of this Skype thing. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Stevie, can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. Happy Christmas from Indonesia.
Thank you. How is Indonesia doing?
Well, my place is very awesome, so
Okay.
everything is great.
That's wonderful. Did Santa Claus come or he's late?
Not yet.
Oh.
This is only 24th.
Okay.
So
Yeah, still actually it's still
nice.
early. It's still early. Actually, it's still early. But I think Christmas come to Indonesia earlier than us. You know, you have it 12 hours before us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
12 hours. Yes.
So you receive your gift before I receive it. That's not fair.
No, let's say in 12 more hours. Still morning, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So still morning.
Yeah. Still, actually, we have one day to go. Yeah. Anyway, what do you want to say to us, sister?
Well, basically, I know you keep saying don't thank me, but actually I have a personal reason to thank you. But if you don't mind, I'd like to share something first.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I seen Jesus personally, and it was not even in a dream. I've never said this to anyone except one person, but I'm really thankful that I have a chance to say this to other people. And it happened a very long time ago when I was still at college, at around 2006, I think. And I really treasure that moment. After that, every moment that happened in my life, no matter how happy, no matter how awful it would be, I would always go back to that moment. But even in all that, there's one thing that I've always wanted to do as a Christian, which is at least I want to bring at least one soul to Jesus before I die. Is that something weird?
Well, I don't see anything weird there.
So that's basically what I've always wanted to do all along, ever since I met Jesus personally. But being me as a person with, let's say, zero confidence, literally, I always managed to find excuses not to do all that, even though the chance is already in front of me, but I kept suppress myself and give excuses not to do that.
Maybe it's not time yet, but you know, try to see what is the excuses and why the excuses are coming. I mean, why they are born from the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. So that few months ago, a friend of me mentioned your name. I've never actually heard your name before a few months ago.
And so I search your videos in your channels in YouTube. And when I watch your videos, I spend about a whole week just watching your videos, except from eating and sleeping. I watched all your interactions with Muslims, and I could only thought, wow, it can actually be done this way? I mean, you don't even have to show your face, and then you can bring people to Jesus. That's awesome. But come to think about it again, internet reached everyone in all age, so why not, right?
Yeah.
So I actually have a chance to do what I've always wanted to do all along. So this is why I wanted to thank you, partly because I got this idea also from you, and that I learned so much from your material. Also with other people like you now, like David Wood, Jay Smith, Al-Fadi, Colin, etc. And so a few months ago, I opened a YouTube channel and I translated your videos in Indonesian language, along with all other videos as well.
That's wonderful. So, and how many subscribers you have now?
In 3 months already now, it's almost 10,000.
That's wonderful. In three months, 10,000. That's a lot.
Almost. It's about 9,000.
Yeah, but always have a backup for the videos, because they can flag you and they can take your channel down. So be careful, and don't give up. If you lose your channel, just make a new one. Actually, I advise you to have 2 or 3 other channels in the side of this and the channel you have. You know what I mean?
I never thought to do that yet.
Yeah. Back up all the videos you have and open more channels. You can make like 2 of them even hiding. Load videos there for the moment where you lose the first one. Or you can make them all open at the same time.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, because they will target your channel sooner or later.
Well, yes, I even saw Muslim comments. Non-decent Muslim comments like, channels like this need to be reported, etc., etc.
Yeah, I'm sure they will report, but depend, on how YouTube make decision about it. But usually YouTube takes side with Muslims, usually. Yeah. So just back up the videos. So your translation, because you are sending me the translation. So back up all your videos and load them in different channels. Even you can make like one is hiding channel just to as backup. You know what I mean? So later you can get the videos you lost. Yeah. All right, sister. Anything else you want to say to us?
Yes. What I actually wanted to say is that the first thought that I came across in my mind when I first decided to do the work for God's purpose is that I looked back to the moment when I met Jesus and I realized something that I never realized before, and that is I saw Jesus, and not because I was a great or an awesome person, no. It is because even after that, I still didn't do anything. I prayed for myself, for my family, or my friends, yes, but that's it. Even bad people can do that, right?
Yeah.
But what really matters is our willingness to do something extra for people who really need it, which is to deliver the message of salvation to people who doesn't even know Christ yet, like our Muslim friends. So, yeah, and for the first time in my life, I started praying for all the Muslims, especially in Indonesia, that they may come to know the truth, and that, and I do that every single day now. And every day I thank the Lord for giving me the chance to work for His purpose, even though I'm starting with a very small scale, but I don't care because I'm starting. And
there's no. You see, actually, what you are doing is very important because, God knows how many people converted, or let us say they left Islam because of the translation you did to the videos. So your work is very important, actually. Because, my videos cannot reach out to Indonesian unless somebody translate, because the majority don't speak English.
Yeah, many of my comments that I see was, because they couldn't understand English. So that's why probably I get like 10,000 subscribers for
and this is
3 months.
This is why the work is you do, and those who they are, because I saw many channels, they have translation to my videos. And those are very important. to reach to people who there's no way for me to speak to them or even to explain anything. And actually adding subtitle or text translation to video is very hard. It takes a lot of time, it's time consuming, and it's not easy.
Yeah. I see many chats asking for my channel, but I'm not going to say which one is my channel. They will find my channel when they do.
Yeah, better so not to do, because they might the bad one, they might target it now. So don't do that. Anyway, thank you, sister, for calling, and God bless you, and I appreciate your work.
Thank you, Sister.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Bye-bye.
God bless.
Yeah, those who translate, they are doing a great job, actually. Because by their help we reach to the one we cannot reach to. Okay. Somebody trying to call, but she cannot find my Skype. I don't know why. I mean, Debate TV, there's no space. She will find it. Everybody find it. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you are live on air.
Hello?
Yes, you are live on air. Go ahead.
Oh, this is such an amazing thing. I'm so glad to talk to you. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas, CP. I've been trying to talk to you for a very long time now.
How are you trying to talk to me? I mean, you tried to call before?
I've been trying to connect to you for a long time.
Okay. All right.
So I haven't been getting through. I'm so glad to get through now. And it's so good that it's almost about Christmas and I'm getting to talk to you.
All right. So what do you like to say to us?
I just wanted to say thank you for all the work that you've been doing. I mean, I'm learning so much from you, especially your work is really appreciated here in India, because I don't know if you know this or not, but we have a little situation here in India where we are trying a very grave situation, in fact. So it's quite, there's some hateful thing going on here, especially for Muslims. So I just want you to pray for us here. There's so much hatred for Muslims here, especially from him.
All right, no problem.
Even Christians are getting into that kind of situation. But their support as well. They are supporting Muslims. I just wanted you to pray, and especially everyone who is there, who are prayer warriors, to pray for India, because we might not like Islam, but we really need to pray for Muslims. We do not want them to be persecuted. That's not supposed to be something that we should do as Christians, right? So I'm trying to share this message as much as possible, so that people start to pray for Indian Muslims. They are being persecuted here in India.
How they are persecuted? How they are persecuted? Can you explain?
Yes, see, our government, our government is trying to create this bill that actually, discards Muslim. They are creating this scenario.
Muslim immigrant, right? Not Muslims. Muslim immigrant. Not all Muslims. Muslims, Indian. They will have their citizenship.
No, actually, they have these two bills. One is citizenship, which is a good thing. I believe that gives citizenship to all Pakistani Muslim and Bangladeshi Muslim and Afghanistani Muslim. However, what they are creating is they have created another bill which actually takes away that citizenship, and that is not only case with immigrants. That is case because that is going to be implemented all over India, and anyone who does not have valid papers, because we are Indian citizens, right? We have bad bureaucracy and the paper situation where we provide documents that is not valid. I mean, most of the even citizens like me who have been here for a very long time, we don't have proper documents, and I know how this Indian government works. So even good Muslims or even Muslims who are not immigrant, they will be subject weeding out immigrants, illegal immigrants, but this will also cause, taking out of legal Muslims. And that is the scariest thing. We've seen them doing this before. One of the states have already been subjected to it, and now rest of the Indian states is going to be subjected to it. And the worrying part is not that. See, I don't want illegal immigrants as well, but I don't want citizens of India to be subjected to this.
All right, sister. I got you. I got you. All right, I got what you're trying to say. Anyway, I want to say thank you, and I will answer you after you finish. Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I will give you an answer later, maybe about this topic. All right. Thank you. Take care.
Pray for us.
Bye-bye. Sure. Bye-bye. Yeah, we are many people trying to call, and I will answer you about what you said. There's someone here trying to call many times. You can try to call once. If we not answer, we will call you back. Hello?
Shalom.
Yes.
Shalom, Christian Prince.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm from Tajikistan.
Oh, that's
and,
far.
Sorry?
This is Tajikistan. That's this is the first time I speak to somebody from Tajikistan.
Yeah, I thought that I would be the first one to call, but I hope that there are some people who listen to you who are also from Tajikistan.
All right. What would you like to say to us?
Yes, I'm calling in order to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And to say that I really admire your ministry. I really love you and pray for you. And we learn a lot from you. You are a very important person in this generation. And may God bless you, dear brother.
Thank you very much. God bless you, and my prayer to you and to the people of Tajikistan, because a lot of Muslims there too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is I think the majority of Tajikistan is Muslims?
Yes, 98% are Muslims.
But they don't know much about Islam, is that correct?
Yeah, they don't know.
Yeah, that's good actually.
Most of them are just traditional. They are born Muslims, and they don't know really about Islam.
Well, I hope soon we will be able to publish my book in Russian, because I think they speak Russian, so they can read my books in Russian language.
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the call, and Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you as well.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See how this internet is amazing. I mean, you hear from people around the world. Let us see here. We missed calls from this person. We will take them into order. Yeah, before we actually take a second call, about India. You see, the funny is, or the sad, that maybe Indian government now discriminating the Muslims, but Muslims discriminate Indian, Hindu everywhere. Have you ever heard of a Hindu, he got citizenship in Saudi Arabia, even if he lived there for 40 years? Have you ever heard of a Hindu, he got citizenship in Qatar or Bahrain or Emirat? I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of immigrants who live in those countries. They are Hindu, but they treat it in a very bad way. So I find it an irony that Hindu or Indian government is discriminating Muslims, but it's okay for the Muslim to discriminate Hindus. You know what I mean? I mean, why we don't see both sides? Because if you want justice, well, do justice. They treat you equally, you know. But what I see that the Muslims, they speak too much about justice, but they don't want it to others. They want it only for themselves. So I can treat you bad, but you cannot treat me bad. I can discriminate you, But you cannot discriminate me. And if you discriminate me, you are a fascist. But if I discriminate you, it's my right. So Islamic cult always look at people in it down. You know, they have the right. If you leave Islam, we will kill you. If you insult the Prophet, we will kill you. If you come to our country, we will not give you citizenship unless you become a Muslim. But if other country do the same to them, they are filthy, they are bad, they are ugly, they are discriminated, they are fascist, all names. You know. So what I see that there is hypocrisy. Regardless, I don't know much really about what's going on in India. I'm not from India. What I know that if you want people to treat you equally, well, treat them equally. Wish to people what you wish to yourself. And they don't do that. And I'm talking about governments. You know, in Saudi Arabia, go and see how they treat the Hindus. I mean, they treat them really, they don't even treat them like a human. You know, if you are a Hindu person and you die, they put you in a box, in a fridge, as if you are fruit, you know, like in the top of each other. And then they don't allow them to be buried. They have to ship them. The same as the Christian, by the way, not only the Hindus. So, I mean, go and see how they treat them. But the media today is ugly. They have one eye only. They see one side. Why you don't see what's happening? How come the media did not call Saudi Arabia a fascist country? Yet just 2 days ago, a Kuwaiti person who converted to be a Jew. Right away, the Kuwaiti government, they announced they will strip him from his citizenship. Just he became a Jew. He did not do anything. Hello?
Hello, CP?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I'm so glad to talk to you.
Thank you.
Normally I can't call because ex-Muslims can't call you.
Oh, okay. No ex-Muslim, they can't call me today.
Today we can call you, so this is amazing.
All right.
I just want to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and to tell you that what you're doing is absolutely amazing. And if anybody misunderstands this as hating Muslim, is not that, because I was a Muslim myself and I am now just praying for the rest of my family. So everybody out there, just pray for Muslims. They don't know what's going on. Most of us I'm African, so we don't even speak Arabic. You're just born into it and you're told it's a must. But this is amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm happy for you that you left Islam and you became a Christian. But
I didn't leave. Jesus found me.
Oh, okay. So, but what I mean, so your family, all of them, they are Muslims, and you became a Christian.
Yeah.
But if you can make it short, tell us how this happened.
This happened because it was 2015 when ISIS was doing all the things they were doing, and one day I just said, I was in my kitchen, you know, I was just standing there, and I just said to God, and at that point I'm still Muslim, I just said, I don't understand what you are doing. If it's true this is God of Abraham, how come you tell the Christians Jesus is your son, and then you tell the Muslims you don't have a son, and that is blasphemy? And then you say to the Jews, oh, you love them so much, but then you say to the Muslims, kill all the Jews. So either you exist, or I was really angry.
Mm-hmm.
But when I said this, you know, people, they think I'm crazy, but in front of me Jesus appeared, and I saw Jesus on a white horse in front of my garden. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm happy happy that you saw the truth, and the truth set you free. Thank you for
absolutely.
Thank you for your call, sister. God bless you.
Oh no, thank you so much, and God bless you all. And we just keep praying. We keep praying because God doesn't want anyone to perish. We keep praying.
I mean to that.
Thank you so much.
Take care. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. We made an admin, even though the admin did not choose to. I made one admin who speak Indonesian, so this person can watch that channel text. If those people speak in Indonesian language, so this person can approve their text. You see, it's wonderful. Look how many people who did left Islam, they are calling, and look how they are happy. You see, Christ, he brings happiness to our life. That's what happened. Christmas is not just about a day. It's, you know, your life changed because hate is gone from your heart and you are a new person, you know. always through the work I do, they try to make me like as a person who hate Muslims. And the reason for that, they try to do it this way because they want the Muslim to reject whatever I say. Because if you hate them, I mean, why they would listen to you? You are a person who hate them, right? So this is an evil plan. And they fear very much, they fear love. So if you are able to show that the truth is that a Christian person, he cannot hate the Muslims, then Islam is gone. Hello?
Hello, Christian Prince.
Yes, my friend.
Hello, it's lovely to hear your voice and to hear you here on almost Christmas Eve. It's from Norway.
I don't hear you say again.
It's lovely to hear your voice, and
thank you.
Almost Christmas Eve now.
All right, yeah. Good to have you, my friend.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to say that I love the work you're doing. It's very, very important. And I think you paved the way for many, many others to come to defeat this evil that is all around us. I mean, it's a real warfare going on, and we have to deal with it. So we are all, very blessed.
Thank you, my friend.
With all you do.
Thank you.
Absolutely. But some other things I want to say here, that Christmas is a time for love and giving, sharing with people around you, right?
Correct.
So I feel that, or I know that there are a lot of lonely people around, and I feel it's so important to address those people, because loneliness in the world today is actually a very big problem.
Yeah.
And I feel that we should as Christians, we can, if you know some people who are lonely or something like this, we should do something. Maybe make a call or something, just to show to show our love and to care for other people. Because I think that Christmas is a time for a lovely time with our friends and everything, but there are so many lonely people in Christmas time, and I think it's on the time also, and I think it's correct to address this problem, because there's a lot of problems. I come from Norway, and I know that there are a lot of lonely people around here. So I think for all people and all your audience, everybody listening, please, if you know somebody who's lonely or needs some help or something, call them. They will be so happy.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for the advice, my friend.
Yeah, and I think this is a very, very important thing, and because there is, there's a lot of suicide going on around the world, and I think. And Christmas time is very crucial, and many people feel lonely. So that's just I wanted to address, which maybe it's not been so many people talking about, but I think it's a very, very important thing to address in a time where many people are happy and meeting friends. And what about you, Christian Prince? What's your plan for tomorrow?
My plan for tomorrow is the same as the plan as yesterday, is to do what I do best, which is sharing what I know about this world, sharing knowledge. I have nothing for myself. There's nothing for myself.
Christmas Eve, do you have any plans? Do you have friends you
no,
want to go to or stay with your family?
For many,
I don't know your
no.
family situation. I have no idea, and I understand that you want to keep it like
no.
yeah.
I am a person who have no family except you guys, and every Christmas actually I spend my Christmas and my New Year Eve with you, and this is for many years. I never have.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear you all right, CBS Christian Prince, but I'm very grateful to be here and just to get this message. And
yeah, thank you.
As you know, I love your work. We love your work from Norway. Bless you, and blessings from Norway.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Yeah, actually, every Christmas, if you go to the last maybe I don't know how many years, every Christmas I'm here Like when I was in chat, I have my chat program. It was the same. Every Christmas, I am with the people. I don't go to anywhere. I mean, that's it. Every day. Every day is not just Christmas for me is a better Christmas when I do what I do best. It's not when I watch a movie. You know what I mean? So this is what I do always. Nothing change. But maybe next week I'm going to go like for some like trip. I will do some business. In the same time, I will do the area I'm going to have a beach. So I will be able to go and do some fun in the beach, just for a change. And even though when I go there, I will be sure to take some videos and share them with you. I will do some fishing. Maybe I can go. I don't know if the network there is good to do live fishing. That would be interesting. And let us hope it's not going to be embarrassing. Last time I did fishing, there was a kid. He is 9 years old. And I was waiting for hours, not even a fish. And the kid, he got a fish every 5 minutes. And he looked at me and he put his tongue out like, And like I was saying to myself, what's wrong? I think because I'm scared even the fish is going away. Anyway. Hello?
Hello, CP.
Yes, my friend.
Hi, this is K. Vishwas from India.
Welcome.
And I have been waiting since 3:30 in the morning and trying your number. I was never having any Skype ID or anything. I just made one and called you. And I'm very grateful for all the help that you have rendered to us in India. And believe me, you have been of great help to really spread the good news of our Lord through Quran, because you really do such a wonderful job that in India, we have so many Muslims here who go to Dargah, if you know what is Dargah. And hello?
Yeah, I hear you. Right. I'm not saying.
Yeah, and they go to Dargah and, these people are very ignorant. They say they believe in Islam, but really, to tell you, there is no knowledge that they have about their own religion. And it sometimes becomes that we are educating them about their own religion. And the sad part for me as a Christian, to tell them that you are really so ignorant about what your books are saying. They don't even know what the Quran says. They do not speak Arabic or read Arabic well, but they know that they have to hate all others when it comes to the crux of it. And I'm so thankful that, with the grace of God and with the support that you have given us, it's, lovingly we could tell them like how the cult is really spoiling their generations, and believe me, it is being spoiled. And now that we are telling them the truth and they are turning back towards Christ, not that they have converted, but at least they give a listening ear to us. And I really thank you. And there's a request from our end, from Indians. And you sometimes come at our timings, and because of the Indonesian people, I thank those Indonesian people that, but there is so much need of you in India too. So at times, please make some time which would match the Indian timing. Okay, so that is a
well, I think in Indian timing, I'm not sure what the Indian timing, because India is big. So like, what is the best time for India? I mean, because depend in location maybe.
It's early, 5:30 in the morning now. I am listening to your program since 3:30 in the morning, 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, that's too early.
And now I could reach to you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for staying that late and just to make a call. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your great help, and wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you. All right. Well, I try actually to make different timing always, so we can reach people from different locations. Let us see somebody trying to call. Here we go here. Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, we hear you.
This is Christian Prince.
Yes, my friend.
Oh, thanks, God. God bless you, my friend. Merry Christmas. And I'm from Indonesia.
All right.
And so hard to call you. Thanks, God. This day I managed to call you. And first of all, I'm sorry about my English is not so good.
So is mine.
Hopefully you understand me.
No worry.
And in Indonesia, we have a good government now, but in the various of country, in the some of province, we Christian have a difficulty to celebrate Christmas. And thanks for the government, they bring the good choice to stay equal to every religion in Indonesia. And the last thing I want to say to all the Christian in Indonesia about the word we use in our Bible is Allah, ALLAH. That is wrong, because I doing research myself about the word Allah. That is not the God of Abraham, of Jacob, and of Israel. So to all the priests and all the highest position in the church in Indonesia, to consider that Allah is to change, not doing that again, not use that word again. And thanks to you, in my family, I do not use that word again. Thank you, Christian Prince.
You're welcome.
That's it.
God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye. Take care.
God bless you.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. Yeah, that's what is wrong to use. There's many Bible translation. They are using the word Allah. That's absolutely false translation, and we should avoid saying the word Allah, praying to God. But you can say, I mean, there's so many, like especially in the Middle East, their generation, they learn nothing but saying the word Allah. But this is false name, false God. It's a big mistake Christians they do when they use it. But people, they are inheriting false inheriting, and the one to blame actually is the priest. Most of the priests are just doing business, sadly. But we are here to share the truth. Let us see. Do we have anyone else? There's somebody. His name Key-S, but he did not call me to call you back. I mean, Key-S, where are you? I don't see your name to call you back. I don't see anyone here. His name is Key-S. Right? I don't see anyone. And you know, the thing I can say to all who they are listening, don't think that because you are just an individual you can do nothing. I mean, look at me. I mean, me myself, English is not my first language, and it's not even good. And then this guy who don't even speak good English is going to teach in English. I mean, how he want to do that? And not only he want to teach about something very complicated. It's about religion. You see, when you speak about religion, language skills is very important, because sometimes saying the wrong word can, I mean, change the whole meaning, right? Like you want to say something, but you say something else, and because the word you know in the language is limited, so sometimes you use a word which should not be there. So it's not easy. However, if you are consistent and you are a person who believes you can do it, you will. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
We hear you, my friend. Go ahead.
Am I talking to Christian Prince?
I am with you.
Okay.
Okay. I'm Harry. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Welcome, my friend.
Okay. So I would like to contribute and let you know the reason why I love Christmas.
Okay.
And you've been doing a great job. I learned a lot from you.
Thank you, my brother. What do you like to say?
It's a pleasure, to have someone like you, doing the job, the most, bishops, and pastors and the priests, should be doing,
Yeah. Well, we don't wait for them. They are most of them. They are just doing business. Somebody have to do the right thing.
We all can see because you show us what the truth is, and we truly appreciate you and keep up a good job. And I want to quickly share the reason why I love Christmas is because it's remind us how loving God is. And we tend to extend the love to people around us. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I'm into that. All right, my friend.
Keep a good job, Christian Brains. It's really a pleasure, talking to you. It's an honor speaking to someone, of your magnitude. Your knowledge is so phenomenal. And keep the good job. And God bless you. And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, this is exactly what's happening. Those priests are just... They are priests. I mean, they are just doing... what priests do. Collecting money and sitting home. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Is this Christian Prince?
Yes, my friend. You are live on air.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. You are live on air.
You're jittery over here. I think this is fantastic. I finally got a hold of you. I've been your it must be delayed.
Yeah, it's okay. I hear you. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, anyway, I better. I'm hearing it off key here. Maybe I need some screwy is going around here.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway,
let me call you
just
back. Let me call you back. Let me call you back if you want. Call you back?
I'll see how I get out of here.
Yeah, the sound is bad. I cannot hear you. Let me call him back. Yeah, don't forget to mute YouTube, please. Listen to me from Skype, not from YouTube.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can get off of YouTube then.
Yeah, mute YouTube because that will make you have a delay. And
Someone's screwing things up here. Okay, it's off. It's off. It's off. It's
right.
off.
Okay.
It's off. Well, hey, Christian Prince. I just wanted to tell you that I think you are a modern day hero. Getting the people to think, getting Muslims to think and let them know that there's an alternative to what they have. That, it's like a total waste of time that they have their patootie in the air 5 times a day. That there's a God that loves them, and I just think you're fantastic. I've been following you since 2007, and I think even before Muhammad too.
Yeah, I think you are the one once who climbed a board and you wrote my name in the board in the board in the highway.
The billboard. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Made a video called Islam Meets Fight Club,
Yeah, I was surprised. I saw my name in a billboard in the highway, and
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh,
like, how my name become there, and it was him.
I'm the guy, all right. I was trying to demonstrate how that kind of vandalism will not be reported, because if it does, then they'll see that it'll point them to parts of the Quran they don't want people to know about, like Quran 9:1-5, Quran 9:29, Quran 9:111, 38 and 39.
Yeah.
Then David Wood. Well, of course, I didn't know David Wood back then. X17 Apologetics, Ahmed's
No, he
Quran
was
5.
at that
who I
time.
can't find
At
anymore.
that time, those names were not exist actually.
I know. Mohammed Tube is gone. Trees Tube is gone. They were great, though. I used to post my videos on both of those sites, and now they're gone. And there was another at that time. There was another website called Netscape's Propeller, and I think that was designed to promote Islam and attack. It was basically an Obama supporting site. And I got on there and kept on bringing up Taqiyya, which you taught me about. And as I remember, Taqiyya, the video did on Taqiyya with Quran 328, that was the very first video the Muslims had YouTube pull off. You know? And I kept on bringing that up on the Netscape Propeller website. And there was a guy, I think he was a corporation, his name was Dionys, and he was always trying to denigrate and attack those that were bringing up things about the Quran. Every time I bring up Taqiyya, he would try to always, he said he wasn't a Muslim, but I think he was a corporation, because of all the people on that site, he had the most comments. And anyway, they eventually pulled off that site. The site collapsed because more and more people were coming around to seeing, yes, Taqiyya is definitely a reality, and Muslims are allowed to lie, thanks to Quran 328 and Quran 16:106, which of course is contradicted by the very next scripture, Quran 16:107. But anyway, I just want to let you know that I think you're great, and I'm sharing your videos on Facebook as long as I can. I have a YouTube site, well, actually a few YouTube sites, and YouTube pulled off 10 years of my comments, because that's where I shine. My videos are crappy, but they pulled off those comments, and so now Muslims, if you see a video that actually still has, they're talking to nobody.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've got to take off right now.
Okay,
so
Bruce. Thank you.
Again,
Thank you very
Merry
much.
Christmas and Happy New Year, and love you very much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, let us see. Thank you, Bruce, for calling. Very nice guy. Let us see this person here trying to call. Hello.
Praise the Lord, brother. God bless you so much, CP.
Thank you.
To be honest, it's my first time trying to call you. I'm a Christian from Malaysia.
All right.
My name is David. I've been watching you almost the last 1 year. Actually, I started when David Wood had the debate with Mimi Hijab, and I was really looking to hear somebody who knew Arabic. And the first time I heard you, I was so filled with joy. I was laughing. The way you were debating with the Muslims, telling them, Abdul, you are a certified donkey. I don't think I'll forget those words. It was
No, you see, those words I say to somebody, he tried to insult us, and he think he can fool us. Otherwise, I don't think, I don't say that to all people. If somebody, let us say, he call me names. They call me names. They call me liars. They call me stupid. They call me whatever. I mean, they say all kind of things, and they call you donkey. So then, when you say to them, okay, let us see who is the donkey. This is the whole point. Let us see who is the donkey. Me or you, and then people will judge.
No, because like my point was after that debate that David Wood had, the first one or two reviews that I saw was from I think it was from AP and another atheist, and they were saying that David Wood lost. I knew they were wrong, but I didn't know Arabic at all. So Sister TP Bear kept putting your name in the YouTube channel. So I said, okay, I know. I mean, I've heard of the Pope, I've heard of Bishop or Archbishop, but I never heard of Christian Prince. So I was thinking in my head, I wonder what a Christian Prince is like. So anyway, I joined in, and then when I listened to first your Arabic translation, number two, the fact that no matter what words you put on the screen, even till today, not one Muslim say it's false.
No, they say it's false. They say it's false.
I keep telling my friends, not even one person from the greatest scholar to an ordinary Muslim will tell you that the verse is false.
Yeah, he will not say this word is false, but they will say Christian Prince is lying.
That's the part. That's where I knew you got them, because if the verse was false, they will just put a side-by-side copy to say, oh, look at this verse that CP gave, it's wrong. This is not what the Quran or the Arabic says. That was one thing, CP. The second thing was this. Some of the things that you teach, I think even Muslims don't know. Malaysia is a Malay Muslim country. Basically, they pray 5 times a day, but I doubt even like 95% of them know Arabic, or they know how to read their scripture. Most Muslims think of Jannah as some kind of a holy place. They have no idea, what you are saying about having 70 horis or things like that. They just don't know. So quite a bunch of Muslims don't know what they are doing or why they are even doing it. I know this call is for Christmas, and for me, Christmas is a sign to the world, because even in a Muslim country like here, like Malaysia, if I were to go and ask any Muslim, why do we celebrate Christmas? They will tell you it's the birth of Christ. So Jesus becomes a real person, a historical person, and somebody they can relate to. Yeah. I was sharing with my Indonesian friends pictures of Christmas celebration around this country, like in the malls, different parts of, even in some churches where Muslims will come, take pictures, wish us Merry Christmas and go. Because on a personal basis, people-to-people basis, Muslims still talk to us. And I've met Muslims who actually tell me that, I don't believe my mufti or I don't believe my religious teacher, because Jesus is not just a man. If he can heal the sick, if he can cast out demons, if he can still touch us today, he is God, and they're just hiding it from us.
Well, my friend, thank you very much for calling. There's many people trying to call, and each one of us, he have his own experience with the Lord, and the Lord, the relationship in Christianity with the Lord is something very personal. So every one of us, he should have his own way to see and to learn, and at the same time, we have a duty to share. Thank you very much for the call.
God bless.
Take care. Merry Christmas. Now, there's somebody in the text, he keep posting, I blocked Middle Eastern from calling because they want to say to me Merry Christmas. First, this is very silly, because in Skype, you cannot block Middle Eastern. I mean, what's wrong with people? I block Middle Eastern. Why? I'm a Middle Eastern. You will say to me, no, I'm racist. Why you want to block Middle Eastern who want to say Merry Christmas? I mean, some people are really funny and weird. In Skype, you cannot block anything. I mean, you can block a name. Somebody called you once, you don't like him. You have to add him first, and then you can block him. Which means before he contact you, you cannot block him. So don't be silly, and I don't know what's wrong with people. Too much. Change your food. Change your diet. All right? Block Middle Eastern. Lord have mercy. We have okay, text. Hello?
Hello?
Yes,
Hey CP, how are you?
I'm fine.
Hey, I actually called you yesterday, but my neighbor turned off their Wi-Fi, so it got me disconnected.
Oh, okay. All right. The,
So it was actually some network issue.
the wife of the neighbor changed the password.
Yeah, it was hard. Like, I have to call the technicians to hack his password again.
Okay.
Yeah, so again, so I was actually calling you, and just to say, the way, the way you do the video and everything is so different. Like, you just don't, refute someone. You do teach them. It's not just about refutation and become a hero. It's also about, giving them a proper lesson and knowledge about Christianity and Islam. So that's what, differentiate you from others. And also you tell about God, like God is love, and Jesus Christ is about love. So that's the main message of Christianity, and to love your neighbor and enemies. Everyone knows about these things, but it's like when it comes out from someone, someone like people who honor you, who give a lot of attention to you. So it's a good thing to hear from you, all these things.
Yeah. Thank you, my friend, for the call. I appreciate it, and I'm glad the neighbor did not turn the internet today.
Yeah, I'll make sure. I'll tell
All
them
right,
to
thank
turn
you.
it off, and I'll make you a little jealous. I live in Houston, and the weather is 65 degrees, so
Oh boy.
I hope. Yeah.
All right.
Already then. Thank you. Have a
Merry
good night.
Christmas.
Take care.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, somebody was saying in the chat that priests don't, you see, I don't mind the priest take a salary from the church. I mean, for sure he would take salary from the church. I mean, he have to make living. He have to pay for his gas. This is not what I'm talking about. Everybody need money. There's somebody in this earth who don't need money? No, we do. This is not what I'm saying. But a priest, and yet he don't do what he need to do, he is a fake priest. Correct? So if the priest, he don't teach the children so they will not be deceived, who will teach them? If the priest will not teach the adult of the church, who will teach them? So if a priest, he go to church to do just a service, which is like, okay, let us say our Father art of heaven, or wave your hand to Jesus, and nice to meet you, drink coffee, go home. This is not a priest. Correct? This is not a priest. The priest is what Paul used to do, what Peter used to do. Not somebody read it from a book. They have a book, imagine, they have a book. They don't even make speeches no more. They read it from a book. It's not their book. Hello?
Hey, CP.
Hey.
صباح الخير.
صباح النور.
This is World Changer.
Welcome, World Changer. Did you change the world or not yet?
We are changing the world every day as you have changed the world as well.
All right, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I really want to thank God so much for getting to know you and getting to know what you are doing. I have come across your channel like 11 months ago.
Okay.
So I'm a person who used to listen to David Wood and the late Nabil Qureshi.
Mm-hmm.
So like one day I was like just going through David's videos, and then I came across your video, the newspaper, the Indonesian newspaper, the supposedly exposing Christian prince.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, who's this guy? like, so then I went like through your channel, and from there, you know, I never looked back. And I really want to say, like, since I get to listen to you, I really learned a lot. I really learned a lot. So for me, like, I have a lot of Malaysian Muslim friends, and I really love my friends so much. And I really want them to know the Lord Jesus Christ. It's very, very important for them to know Jesus Christ. But of course, you know, we have to do it with God's wisdom, and we have to share what we know with them. And I really thank God that we are learning so much from you.
Thank you, sister. Well, I'm happy that you do, and I learn from you too. I mean, this world is built in we learn. Everyone, the one who know, he do not know. You know, so all of us, we learn from each other, and the Lord, He gave each one of us a gift He can use, and somebody else, he don't have it, so you can teach him from your gift. So I'm sure, you know, you yourself, you have a gift, and you can teach people around you something good.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you for calling, sister. Yeah. Thank you. I wish you a Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas to you, and Merry Christmas to the listeners.
Thank you.
We are always there on the chat room.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, there is someone trying to call, supposedly, but I don't know why this person cannot find me. Let me search for the name. Give me a break, guys, from calling. Let me search for the name. MS Key. MS 104. Well, this name cannot be found anyway. Maybe it's blocked. I'm not sure. Yeah, talking about priest. You see, for sure, I have nothing against a priest. There's wonderful priests who they are doing a great job. But generally speaking, those priests are not doing their job. You know? Hello?
Hello, Christian Prince?
Yes.
How you doing today? I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from West Texas.
Thank you, my friend. How is Texas doing?
Well, it's okay. It's cold. Out here is a little cold. You know, I just want to say hi to everybody on the chat room. And if everybody want to know where I am from the place where we're going to destroy the Kaaba. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you are from Ethiopia?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay. You are fishy. You sound fishy for me.
Yeah, it sounds fishy, but I'm from Ethiopia where we're going to destroy the Kaaba one day.
Hold on. Brother and sister, this person, he is the one that's going to destroy the Kaaba. And the prophet, he speak about him. And let me describe him for you. First of all, he's tall. And he's like a 5'6" foot full. And he have a very curly hair, and he's from Ethiopia. Guess what his name? Where he's from? He's from Ethiopia, brother. Thank you. Thank you, okay.
Christian Prince, you know, we chat one day on Facebook, and I had a lot of Muslim friends, you know, and I tried to show them every screenshot I took from your live videos or your videos on YouTube, but I have a friend, he's getting hard time, like, please don't mention this guy because I'm having nightmares. Well, so now is the time for you to see what's the truth, you know. And I just want to mention before I leave you, thank you for your work, and we are very happy. We are proud of you. What you are doing, nobody can do. And everybody on the chat room, let's pray for CP, and let's help him out in everything we can, you know.
Thank you, my friend. God bless. Take care.
God bless you. I'm so happy you pick up my phone because I've been following you since 2016. God bless you again, and Merry Christmas to everybody.
Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, Ethiopian people are wonderful people, and they are, by the way, they received Christ long time ago. The Ethiopian, they are one of the first churches established in the world. Like, you know, the disciple of Jesus, they did a great job, and they did not only go to like Europe or starting from Syria. They went to Ethiopia, to Egypt, all the way to India. Hello?
Mr. CP, how are you, my friend?
I'm fine.
Merry Christmas to you to everybody who is listening to us.
Thank you.
How's everything going? Good?
Everything is good. Thank you, Lord.
Okay, sounds good. CP, I want to talk to you about a couple of little things. I know, today is the time you take calls from Christians and not Muslims and things like that. So, hopefully you allow me the time to speak to you and speak to all of us. Couple of things I want to explain to you, in my opinion, that, with us as Christians, and I called yesterday, we always have this debate between Protestants and Christians and so on and so forth. And I'm the first person to say that this is wrong and it's against Christ. You agree with me, right?
Go ahead. I'm just saying.
Okay. Now, different people have different beliefs as far as the tradition of the church. And I want to, speak to all, the listeners and everything. The problem that divides us as Christians and Protestants is wrong. But here's the situation.
Christian, what is wrong? What is wrong? Hold on. Okay. What is wrong?
Hello?
You said the Christian, what is wrong?
The Christians, we have a different belief as far as, Christian and Protestant and so on and so forth, but it's a misunderstanding.
Okay.
Okay. So here's the thing I want to express and listen.
Yeah, but we don't want to change, my friend, hold on. My friend, please. You see, today our topic is not about this, and we don't want to kill the time just speaking about something we repeated 1 million times.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay,
just give me 2 minutes and I'll make it clear.
No problem.
Okay. The problem is that what divides us between Christianity and Protestantism is a non-understanding of what different Christians believe. And I want to let all of our viewers understand that just because there's a difference in what we believe in does not mean that this should divide us, because there is a big division. There's a big division, and I want to correct this so that if any of your viewers and people that I talk to have a misunderstanding that it should not divide us, but it should unite us. Okay? So, for example, and I'm going to make it brief, and I understand this is not the topic, but this is important to help unite us as the Christian family. Okay? Now, for example, when we speak of priests, they go in Sunday and they say the same thing. They come in, we repeat the same thing, and you say they don't preach and teach. Okay? We believe in the Holy Eucharist, and in the Holy Eucharist, in our devotion on Sunday, that means we receive the Eucharist, we say the Our Father, we kneel down, and this is what that means in that time. There's other days in the week where we have to preach and we have to teach, okay? So just because, for example, somebody goes to church and says they just preach and teach, or this is just same repetition, we have to go back to history and understand what it means. You see what I mean? Yeah. But the most important thing is that we have to study why certain people do certain things, but don't let it divide us. Our preachers and our priests divide us based on tradition. But unless we look back and we research why these things are done, and we make an analysis of this, then we will understand that our churches are not divided based on what tradition is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I know it's hard to understand, but people have to do their own research and they have to do their own search and everything else. But you know Islam better than any Muslim in the world. But when it comes to Christian doctrine, you see what I mean? If you give your opinion on certain things, some people may agree, you may not agree, but this is not 100% what your specialty is. But we have to not knock down what the priests do or what the preachers do or anything else. We have to look at what unites us. And if anybody has any question about Catholic theology, Orthodox theology, Protestant theology, I encourage them to go to YouTube and listen and judge for themselves so that we may be united and not divided.
All right. Thank you.
This is what I want all your listeners to understand and know, because in the end, there's one Christ, one salvation. And we cannot allow what man has done to divide us. And if they have questions, when we bring this up, everybody fights and argues. Go to YouTube on your own, use your own brain, and listen to why there is the Eucharist, why we believe that this is the blood and body of Christ. Whether it's in remembrance of me or if he says, this is my blood and body. Go back to the church fathers. Let us do our own research and not just listen to what people say and what our preachers and what our priests say and go back and make this to divide us. Use our own brains, do our own research, and the truth shall set you free in Christ as Lord. And let us not ever listen to what anyone or any expert says until we use our own mind and our own brain and listen to what is the Catholic belief, what is the Protestant belief. Look at all of it and find out how Christ will unite us. Okay. And Merry Christmas to you and to everyone, and God bless you all. Do not be small-minded like the Muslims. Do not be small-minded like the atheists. Be smart like Christ told us, gave us our own brain. Research all of this and see the view of everyone else, and let us not argue and fight, and God bless us all. All right. Merry Christmas, my brother, and amen to all.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Well, you know, as you said, people agree with you or don't agree, but me don't have a specialty. That is the last thing really to mention, because if every one of us to have a specialty to be Christian, that will be a horrible thing. We are not the same Muslim. We do not need Tafsir Ibn Kathir and Ibn Abbas. We are Christians. The Lord, He present Himself to us. Secondly, please don't call now. Just let me turn off my Skype for a second. I will call you back for those who are trying to call. All right. Yeah. Actually, what you just did now is a division. You're trying to supposedly to make it like not to divide, but what you said, the Christianity versus the Protestantism, I mean, those are, you know, you just make a division here. So you have to be careful about what you say, and you have to, if you care for unity, the only way for us to be united is the Bible, is not a priest. The Bible is saying clearly, if you go to 1 Corinthians, it says that, you know, I appeal to you, brothers and sisters, in the name of the Lord, Christ the Messiah, that all of you agree with one another. So the Bible is the one who make us united. And the Messiah is the one who make us united. And go into the church and make a service, repeated service, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, that it never happened in the time of Christ. This is not what the Christ He do. This is not what the Christ He taught. And this is not what the Christ He practiced. Christ He go to the field. Christ He pray everywhere. Christ He He taught us when they asked Him how we pray. He didn't say let's go to a place, it's called a church, and say this. He said that when you want to pray, you can go to your closet. So say like this, our Father art of heaven. So priests these days, most of them, they are doing a practice and tradition. But since when Christ is a tradition? Actually, Christ was breaking all the traditions. It's been said to you, but I say to you. The Jews, they were upset from Him because He was doing work in Sabbath. But Sabbath is not a tradition, it's an order from the Lord. So even that, the Messiah, He gave them that you have a wrong understanding. Sabbath was made for the man, not the man was made for Sabbath. So priests these days, they are practicing tradition, and that makes them far away from the people. So when a person he go to the church, he don't see a person he can ask for advice. He see a priest. He don't see a humble person. He sees somebody, he is looking at them from above. I'm a priest and you are down. The same as Muhammad, he is a prophet of Allah and the rest they have to serve him. A priest, he should be a servant, not a master. These days, they give their hands to be kissed. So, priests are not doing their job. And a priest who just do service, and you say like in the rest of the week, we teach and preach. Well, the rest of the week, people at home. People don't, you know, these days, it's not like before. Do the priest go to homes and visit them one by one and say, let me teach you? No, you don't do that. So, all what we heard have nothing to do with the Christianity and Christ's teaching. Christ's teaching is to serve and to give time, not Sunday, 2 hours in the morning, and you repeat the same thing for eternity. We are not Muhammadan who keep saying Al-Fatiha 5 times a day. So we are united by loving Christ. We are united by believing in Him. We are united by following Him, but we are not united when we follow a man. It doesn't matter who is the man. Even if it's a Christian prince who is saying to you right now to be united. Follow the Messiah. He is the one who said to you united. There's one church, there's one God, one Lord, and one faith. That it's called Christianity. Not Orthodox, not Protestant, not Catholic. And please don't call me again and open this topic, because you mess it up. What make me upset from those priests, you see, if somebody convert to Islam, why he convert to Islam? Because the priest, he did not do his job. He have a space in the stage, it's not me. So my son, he go to the church, he learn what? How your son turned to be an atheist? Because the priest, he did not do his job. Well, I'm not saying we blame the priest for everything, but he did not do, they are not doing their job, they are not teaching, they are doing, you know, number one, before you preach, you have to teach. We don't want a preacher. We want a teacher first. Because before you preach me, you need to teach me. It's like somebody saying to you, I'm going to grade your driving, but I did not teach you driving yet. I'm going to tell you about the ethic of a driving, but I did not give you the rules of driving. So those priests, for me, they are fraud, most of them. They are the same as the sheikhs of the Muhammadan, the same as Muhammad. All what they are busy doing, collecting money, having, you know, they have a nice houses, nice cars, insurance, good living, you know, I mean, what is the priest? And how many hours this priest he give to the Lord? He's a priest. Even the funeral they charge for it. The guy is dead. The woman is crying. And they are poor and they are hungry. And then they want to charge for the funeral because he pray in the top of the dead. He is a priest, he is not. Real priest is those who do what Messiah told them to do. And there's many of them, by the way. I'm not saying all the priests like this. There's wonderful priests exist. But there's too many. They are nothing but a fraud. Listen to them and don't do what they do. This is what the Messiah, he said. Don't do what they do. They speak good, they do bad. Unity, you see, we are saying love the Muslims. How in the world you will not love your brother in Christ? What kind of Christian you are? And the one who spread hatred between the Christians is the priest. The priest. The hate machine, like Muhammad. Follow the Messiah. Anyone he divide you, tell him this, you are not a Christian, just leave me alone. Your brother in Christ is a Catholic, you love him, he's a Christian. Your brother in Christ, he's a Protestant, he's a Christian. Your brother in, and what will make them not a Christians? I mean, what is exactly? They believe in the Trinity, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. They believe in everything. This guy, he have a picture, you don't? This is what will make us now not video. Yeah. So be careful and be aware of false teachers. And for me, priest is a red line. Always I feel I'm very careful with them. And you know, there's many people, they get upset from me because of what I say. Because, you know, I did deal with many church leaders. And they say to me, well, you are putting us all in the same basket. I said, no, I did not put everybody. But can you deny what I'm saying is true? Can you deny it? Church is not a Sunday thing. You open it. This is not your job as a priest. Priest is a person, is a preacher. Number one is a preacher and a teacher. So you go in the street, you go visit people, you see what they need, you see what you can do. Like you have too many social activity, but number one activity is to be a teacher. So if a person grow in your church, he do not know what Jehovah's Witness is. And then you wonder why they join Jehovah's Witnesses, because it's you. You never warned them, you never said anything. Jehovah's Witnesses, they come to your door, they knock at the door, they hold the Bible, they say to you, this is a Bible. And you look at it, it looks like a Bible, you are not an expert. And you open, it says John chapter 1, verse number 1. And you will not notice that they change just a word or a letter. But that letter will change everything. Why? Because the priest was not doing his job. The priest is busy eating rice and beef, like Muhammad. And avoid asking who is Orthodox here, otherwise I will ban you. Anyone who will say who is Catholic here, who is a Protestant here, who is Orthodox, I will ban you immediately. And by the way, the Mohammedan, they would love to see Christians speaking about this topic. Unity is very important. Extremely important. Because if you are not united with your Christian brothers and sisters, you are no Christian. You are the same as Taliban, Shia, and Sunnah, and all the garbage. Al-Qaeda, ISIS. Many, they claim to be Christian, but they think like ISIS. Priests never unite us. I never saw a priest uniting people. Never met one. Never. So I stay away from them. No problem. We are in the Christmas. We are enjoying Christ, and it's okay. Yeah, but this person always, he come with some funny ideas, and he, supposedly is trying to unite us, but the fact he's not. He's not. Let us see. Some people try to call. All right. I don't know if this person trying to call or not. Maybe he's not interested. All right. This person saying he is from China, but how he can call from China? All right, let's see this person here.
Hello?
Yes, my friend, go ahead. You're live on air.
Hi, CP. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
It's glad to hear you. I don't know English very well. I'm calling you from Israel.
All right.
And I am your brother in Christ. I just want to tell you and everyone in the chat, God bless you. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas to all of you.
Thank you.
May God bless you. And well done. The grace of God be upon you.
Thank you. God bless you too. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm calling back those who could not call. So if your call is missed, don't worry. I will call you back.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hi, CP.
You scared me. What happened?
Sorry. Actually, I'm Shelly from Malaysia.
All right. You're welcome.
So I'm just calling to say thank you for everything I've done. And Merry Christmas to all of my friends all around the world.
Thank you. You know what happened? Like when you open a box and suddenly something jumped from the box and say, "Hey, CP!" Like, you know.
Yeah, Jack is in the box.
Yeah, well, your sound was very loud and like, "Hey, CP!" It's like, what happened? You know.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to. I wasn't expecting you to call me back because I was going back and forth on YouTube and on Skype just to try to call you and to listen to you at the same time.
Yeah, I understand.
So when I went back to the YouTube, you were talking to an Indonesian guy,
Mm-hmm.
and then suddenly my phone flashed, and it was you who's calling me.
That's wonderful. Thank you, sister, for calling, and I
That's
wish you a
why
Merry Christmas.
So I just want to say one thing again,
Okay.
one more thing
Yeah.
to all the Christian brothers and sisters out there. When doing your like witnessing job, don't forget to witness your own family, because there's sometimes we forget our own, then our own went away from us and became, Muslim.
Yeah.
We are too concentrated on other people, but we didn't concentrate on our own family. That's what I see from a year watching you.
Yeah, in the Middle East, they say like the carpenter, he fixed the window of the neighbors, but his window is broken.
Yes, exactly. That's why. That's right.
Yeah,
So, okay, CP.
Thank you.
Thank
And,
you.
and sorry I could not take
Merry
your call
Christmas.
right away because many callers, but I called you back as soon as I
Yes,
could.
I understand. Thank you, CP. Merry Christmas to
Merry
you
Christmas
and to all, and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
God bless everyone.
Yeah. Because many people are trying to call and it's impossible to take all the calls together. Night Emperor. Yeah, I think it's not going to go to China. All right. Many. Let us see. This person missed call. Let us see who is this person. 20. Yeah, I think this one we spoke to already. I received a message from a gentleman. His name is Richard. Hello, Christian Prince. I recently accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, but I have a questions that I only would ask someone like you. I was agnostic before, just so you know. I'm aware that you mostly want to talk to Muslims. It's very important for me. Let us call him and see what the questions he have. Hello?
Oh, I'm actually speaking to you.
Yes, my friend, go ahead. You're live on air.
Yeah, what I want to talk about was kind of relates to what you were talking about the priest stuff and everything. I wanted to ask you, so I have a little problem to get baptized because I wanted to talk to a pastor in the church and to see where he stands about Christianity and everything. And I don't know, I think I didn't really like what he had to say about Christianity, and now I really don't know how to get baptized because
what she said, what you said she said about Christianity, what she said?
No, not she. I was asking questions about Christianity and about Jesus Christ and
okay, what they say to you, what you did not like.
Well, for example, I was asking about okay, how do I say that? I was asking if it's kind of difficult for me to get my thoughts together. I was asking if Christianity is the truth, then it must be pointed out that other religions can't be also the truth. And the pastor told me that it's not true. Every religion can bring you to God. And I asked how can that be possible if some religions are the exact opposite of the teaching of Jesus Christ? And well, then he immediately was talking about the Crusades and how bad that was, and I was telling him that this isn't taught in the Bible. And
okay, let me answer you. First of all, this person you spoke to is not a Christian, because what the crusade have to do with the Christianity, and how every religion bring you to God. I mean, how he can prove that from the Bible? Isn't it the Bible says, who is the liar? The liar is the one who denied the Father. Who is the Antichrist? He is the one who denied the Father and the Son. So, my friend, you went to the wrong person. This guy is a fraud. This guy is perfectly correct, and he had no idea with Christianity. And he is not a Christian. If every religion bring me to Christ, well, atheism is religion. I mean, to God, sorry, or to is it true? Atheism is religion. It is religion, because religion is a group of people believe in something. Atheism is religion. So this guy is meant. I don't know what's the problem with him. Maybe he's taking too much hashish. But this guy is not a priest. All right, he is not a Christian. He has nothing to do with Christianity. So don't listen to those people. Those people are. Maybe he is the devil himself trying to fool you. I mean, the devil use the mouth of people to fool you. So as you said, you are right. Secondly, by the way, a crusade. Hold on, the crusade. Yet it's have nothing to do with Christianity, but the crusade was a react, not an act, which means the crusade, they were defending their land, not attacking the neighbors. This is the lie everybody keep repeating, and especially those who they are antichrist. They try to use the crusade to make you believe that the Christ is bad. And look what he did. You are trying to be Christian. He said to you, the crusade. Did you remember the crusade? What does have to do with the Christ? Did the Christ kill anybody? Did the Christ chop the head of anyone? Did the Christ fight anybody? No. The crusade was people who they are defending themselves against the Islamic occupation. It was Muhammad who sent the 3 letters saying convert or else. It was Muhammad who went to occupy Jerusalem. It was not the crusade. There is no crusade for 600 years until Muhammad came. Until Muhammad came and his army attacked. Did you ask yourself why there was no crusade? Where was the crusade before that day? It never happened. So this is a big fat lie about the crusade. I believe strongly that this person is a fraud and he's trying to fool you. So don't listen to him, my friend.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but then that's my problem right now, because I had good intentions speaking to him and because I want to get baptized, but if all churches around in my area, there are always just people like him, and is it possible maybe to get baptized?
You can text me. Okay, you can text me not on under the air. Text me, and I will see if I can find somebody to help you and get you baptized, and maybe we can find a way. All right, and if I have to, we will make you fly to USA and get baptism here. Good.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why not? I mean, do you have a visa problem? Are you in Europe?
I'm in Europe, yes.
Yeah, one phone call, I will get you 1,000 brother to do baptism for you. One phone call, no problem. Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. Yeah, just you make decision when I can make some contact, and we get your baptism and have a great day. All right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? This guy, he want to be Christian. He accepted Christ. instead of helping him to accept Christ, they are trying to make him go. No, go out. You do not need to be Christian. All religion is the same. Oh, you can be whatever you want. It's okay. I mean, how this can be? What kind of a priest they are? What kind of a priest they are? Unbelievable. Sometimes you feel like you are watching a fiction movie. Madness. Okay, we have some people we missed. If you text me, tell me, you want me to call you or you are just texting to say Merry Christmas? Hello?
Hi, CP.
Yes, my friend. Hello.
So, yesterday I called you and asked you about the Jews. I'm from Serbia.
Okay.
And I think you misunderstood me because I have nothing against the Jews. Because
no, my friend. No, I did not misunderstand you. You asked me and I answered you. You did not say anything wrong against the Jews. You said, what do you think about the Jews? And I answer you.
Yeah, my people really love them,
No. You did not say anything wrong. And, your question is very normal. Remember, for us, maybe many people do not know that the first Christians are Jews. Yes, they became Christians, but they are still Jews because the Jesus is the God of the Jews. So the Jews are Christians. The Jews who accepted the Messiah are Christians. They are Jews, but they are Christians. Because Jesus said even Abraham is a Christian. Why? Did Jesus says Abraham, he saw my day? Did he say that? And then the Jews, they say him, okay, how you say Abraham, he saw your day? You are not even 50 years old. Abraham.
Yeah, I just asked you some. If you're going to open your mic on 7th January, because it's Christmas on that day too.
Yeah. Well, thank you, my friend, for calling, and don't worry, I did not take you wrong.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Okay, is unavailable. No problem. Yeah. You see, the first step for a Christian is to learn how to love. And those who teach hate against the Jews, obviously they do not know Christ. They never know him. They never met him. And they do not know the Bible. All right? As simple as that. Christ is the Lord of the Jews before his birth. You see, some people, they say, I speak to Muslims like millions of times. God knows how many times. And they say to you, okay, where was the Trinity before Jesus was born? Huh? Okay, you have a Trinity. Okay, Jesus is born in, you say, like 25th of December or January 7, depending on the calendar. Where was the Trinity? My friend, Jesus' existence have nothing to do with his birth. His birth is birth as in the flesh of a man, but this is not his existence. Hello? Hello?
Oh.
Yes.
Is this CP?
Yes, my friend.
Oh, good to talk to you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
CP, I have one question, but I mean, it's a little bit out of topic.
Okay.
I don't know if you know about it. I was seeing one guy, I mean, somebody sent me clip about 4 months ago.
About what?
This one guy in the coast of East Africa. In that coast, the Arabs, they migrated there, I mean, very early on.
Okay.
So this guy, there's like a college on that coast. They teach, like Islamic and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He found a copy in his study. He found a copy of Sahih Bukhari, which addressed how, the creed to be saved for people who want, to be Muslim.
He found
that. Like
hold on.
The creed itself.
I don't understand.
It was much longer.
I don't understand. He found a copy of Al-Bukhari saying what?
Yeah, on Al-Bukhari.
Yeah.
It's explaining how people, I mean, the converts, they should, or that, you know, how to convert Islam, you have to say, God was one and Muhammad is a prophet.
Mm-hmm.
That it was much longer in that book. It included the Messiah. You have to accept also the Messiah and Mary. I don't know if you heard of that, but I mean, the guy had the copy of that book. I mean, he was reading, he was going to the mosque, and also used to go to the church. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard about it. I mean, I don't know, but
so
it was the copy.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand you. Excuse me, because your accent is really a little bit hard for me to understand. He found the book. It's saying the Shahada contained the name of Jesus and Mary, which means to believe in Jesus and to believe in Mary, or to deny them.
To accept them.
To accept them.
In that Shahada.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what is this copy. I would like to see it, if this exists.
Yeah, the guy had it. I mean, somebody sent me a clip. It was a little bit long, maybe 10 minutes. 10 minutes long. I mean, it's a clip. The guy was explaining, and here's the copy of Sahih Bukhari written in Arabic. He said, no, I mean, this is a lie because he said, this is how, I mean, we've been lied to Muslims. He had told, I mean, Mary, I mean, is just, you know, mother of a Messiah, but there's more, I mean, the earlier Muslims they used to say on our creed. If somebody wants to, we have to accept Mary, we have to accept, I mean, the Messiah.
Well, you see, first of all, there is nothing is called book Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari is not a book, it does not exist. Maybe many people do not know. There is no book, it's called Al-Bukhari. There is no book, it's called Sahih Muslim. Those are never exist. What they have today is a student of those they claim that they heard from that Al-Bukhari said. You know what I mean? But but the book, nobody have it. So Islam is based on nothing. Even Al-Bukhari doesn't exist. Like now we are when we show on the screen Al-Bukhari, but there's no book. It's called Al-Bukhari. Where we can find this book? It's not exist.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? So Islam is a collection of fictions and a lot of confusion there. So they have nothing. The Quran does not exist. The Al-Bukhari does not exist. Sahih Muslim does not exist. This is why the Shia, they laugh at the Muslim Sunni. They say to them, okay, where is Al-Bukhari? You say Bukhari said, the Prophet said. Where is the book of Al-Bukhari? I want to see it. This is not the book of Al-Bukhari. This is a printed according to. But this is the same for the Quran. The Quran is according to Uthman, according to Muhammad. So where is the Quran? It doesn't exist, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the guy had it, and you know, I was like,
maybe
people were asking themselves how that could be happen, you know, where that things, I mean, went wrong between then and now, because now they have short a creed, and now, but back then it used to be much longer. Yeah, but as you say, I mean, it's a little bit confusing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Thank you. Yeah, there is no such a book. This book does not exist. It's a collection of fictions and crazy stuff. Let's see here. All right, sound good for today. Yeah, Al-Bukhari doesn't exist. Maybe many people do not know. There's no book it's called Bukhari, and there's no book it's called the Quran. Quran doesn't exist. This is a book they printed according to recitation, and the end of the recitation there's two names, Asim, and then his son, his stepson, is Hafs, and both of them they are accused to be fraud. Muslims don't accept anything they say. So how you take the Quran from them? The same for Al-Bukhari. There's no Bukhari. There's no Sahih Al-Bukhari. There's no Sahih Muslim. And this is why the Shia, they laugh at the Muslim Sunni and they say to them, where is this Al-Bukhari stuff you are coming with? There's no book it's called Al-Bukhari. Where we can find it? Bring us Al-Bukhari. The book you have right now, this is not the book written by Al-Bukhari. And you know, imagine they speak about this Al-Bukhari. How this guy, he memorized all those hadith by heart. He did not write them down. He memorized them. Who in the world want to believe this? You know what I mean? It is impossible for anyone to memorize all those hadith. They say that Al-Bukhari, he memorized 100,000 hadith. More or less. Some they say more, some they say less. Okay, how he can memorize 100? And you know, hadith is like a speech. You know, because this is what hadith mean. So imagine I go and make a speech somewhere, and there's a guy sitting there, and then he quote this not only now after 5 minutes, no, he quoted a year after or 10 years after. So Al-Bukhari is there's tons of fictions, and I believe what happened that the Muslim Sunni, Al-Bukhari, he earned a good reputation as a person, and the Muslim Sunni, in order to make something acceptable, they put it under Al-Bukhari. Al-Bukhari said. Who said the fly go the go to fly? Al-Bukhari said. So anything they want to confirm to be true, they list it under Al-Bukhari. Otherwise, there's no way Al-Bukhari. There's no man in the world can report 100,000 story, word by word, letter by letter. No genius, not even a computer. You know. So Joseph, son of Jacob. Yeah, that's very normal, my friend. You see, this is the problem is because of our education. If I marry a girl and her father, his name is Jacob, I am his son-in-law. Are you getting the point? So I can be the son of my father, who is my real father, and I can be the son of the father of my wife. And that can be even for like the son. Sometimes they skip the father name, they go to the grandfather. So this is not a contradiction. You just need to like increase your education, and then you will find the answer easy. Like if you are, you know, like when you go between the family, you know, you marry from a family, and then you sit between them, and then there's a guy, he is sitting there, he's a stranger. So they say he's the son of who? They will not call him by his real father, because they don't know him, they don't know his real father. They will recognize him by the name of the father, his father-in-law, because now he is visiting this family. So depend you are talking to who about who, in front of who, the name will come. Okay. Yeah, Night Templar, I know, but this is why I'm wondering how you can do it from China, because I was in China, I could not even use Google. I could not even open my Gmail account. And when I use Viber, the only thing can go through is text. You cannot use, you cannot send images. That's why I was wondering. Do you have any book recommendation? The first book to read is to understand the Bible and search and understand and read carefully. This is the best book to read. And then the rest is, let us say, accommodation for your knowledge. All right. So Shia don't accept Aisha's story. No, they hate Aisha. They consider her, you know, they call her bad names. They hate her. The Shia, they hate all the caliphate except Ali and his family. They curse Aisha, they curse Umar, they curse Uthman, they curse everybody. Is that my picture in the screen? Maybe. Is that bad? Look what we are talking about and look what people talk about. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here, and I want to say thank you for all those who called us. I remember you as a Christian. You know, Christ, he brought joy to your life, but it's not enough to be Christian by name. You need to read your book. You need to read, and I mean, it's going to be strange that somebody tell you about something in your book and you never heard of it. All right, that's not even nice in your like for you. It's embarrassing. So read your book, especially the four Gospels, because there are four witnesses. Witness for one person. His name is the Messiah. So you should study them very well, and the more, not only study them, because you see, everything written in the Bible is for your benefit. It's not. I mean, this is a book written 2,000 years ago, and yet you can live a story written in the Bible today as if it's happening today, because amazingly, every speech, especially the speech of Christ himself, every word he say, it is a match for your life story today. So you will see Christ, he's speaking in a very high, exclusive language, which is like the most educated, they love it, and at the same time, the most simple, they understand it and they love it too. See, the Muslims, they are proud about the Quran. They say it's the language, and the language is confusing, and nobody can understand it. And in order to understand, you have to go and search dictionary. So this is not from God. Muhammad, he's trying to make Arabic music, so he put words together and they have no meaning. But the Messiah, when he speak to the farmer, yet if you are a person who have a very high education, still you enjoy his speech and you love it. And this is what God is about. He make it simple, because you know, God, he speak to us individually, every one of us. And the church never was a priest. The church is us. And this is why this is a priest thing. You know, for me, I find it not really what Christ he want. Christ, he said, go and teach and preach. And he ordered all his disciples. And those disciples, they are just the church. They are a priest. None of them is a priest. Paul is not a priest. Peter is not a priest. All of them, they are not priests. None of them is a priest. They are just believers. So the priest should be the believer, not somebody in the stage doing a job of somebody called a priest. Every believer should be a priest. Every believer should be ambassador for the Messiah. And the knowledge should exist for everybody. You know, in certain times, some corrupt churches leaders like Muhammad, you know, they forbid even people to learn the Bible. Imagine. Why? Because this has become like a corporation. So we earn the knowledge and nobody have it. So now you have to go to the priest and pay him. You know, like now Muhammad, you know, don't come to me without paying me if you ask a question in private. So be aware of false teachers. And the only one you need is not a Christian prince, is not a priest, is not a bishop, is not a pope. It is the Messiah. And anyone he says to you, all religion is the same, is a false person. If anyone says to you, all beliefs are the same, they have the truth, he's lying to you. Because, as you know, it's very simple logic. One of them have to be lying, or all of them they are lying. It can't be, because they are teaching the opposite from each other. It can't be true. You do not need to be genius to know, right? Don't go. Okay, so I will stay what, for a half hour more? I'm losing my voice. Let us see here. I want to talk about your book, Deception of Allah. Not now, my friend, maybe next time. Yeah, you guys are asking me questions about Islam. Let us not to do this now. We have enough of this cult. Today, we are here for Christmas. Maybe tomorrow I will come again and do the same, just to give you the opportunity so to meet and speak to those wonderful people. They like to speak to me, and for sure I love to speak to them. I wish I can see you and meet you all. I'm sure you guys are wonderful people. I hope that I am what you think I am, because many of you think about me highly, but I am no one. I'm just nobody. I don't even wear a suit. If you see me in the street, you will think I'm the porter who carries stuff to the people from the market. The guy you give him like $2 to carry stuff for you. This is how I am. And this is why it's hard to know it's me. I'm into that, my friend. It is 1:27 in the UK. Yeah, well, maybe tomorrow I will try to come earlier or later, so people who they are from India and Indonesia, they can be with us more, right? Yeah. No, for me, I dress in a certain way, and it's not about money. Clothes in here in USA is very cheap. It's not really. You can buy nice jeans here in USA for $10. But there's everyone, he worry about things he think they are important for him. You know what I mean? When everyone, like, he have interest, so your interest will show. So if you are a person who is interested in how to look like in front of people, there is people, they will not even walk on the street unless their shoes is shiny, and they have they think if they don't look like this, life is not good. So everyone, and I'm not against you to be like that. This is your choice, but everyone have his own choice in life, how he dress, how he talk. I like to be me, whoever I am. Right? As simple as that. Who like it, who don't like it, I don't care. Yeah, yes, I don't know. I tried to find your name, it could not find your name. So what I would do, make a new name in Skype and try to contact me. Make a new name. Yeah, tomorrow I hope we can do it again, and then we will see. Maybe I will be online maybe in December 25th and maybe 26th, but then I will disappear, and then I will post for you my first video. I think I will be in the beach. All right. The place I'm going to, there is a beach, there is nice sand, and the water there is way nicer than here. Here, if you go out for 2 seconds, you became a frozen fish. Literally. Once the delivery guy, he come to my house. Some of them, they are rude. They are, so he throw the box far from the door. And he heard the box. Look, you might break. Do you know what is inside the box? So anyway, he threw it out, and I went outside. I'm wearing my short. I went outside. I said like, okay, I will grab the box and get back. I went outside and the door closed. Oh boy. You have no idea how cold it was. I'm wearing my short, no shoes, no socks. Unbelievable. It was fun. Yeah. Dr. Imran. Okay, we have a Muslim. We will take his call. Let us see. It looked like Dr. Imran is afraid to call me and ask me the question. Why, Dr. Imran? You are a doctor. Take the call. See? Dr. Imran is so tough to the point he don't dare. He's asking me a question, he don't dare to ask it live on air. Dr. Imran, you are listening. So it's not nice of you to be scared. You can speak now? Oh, okay. What he's saying to us, why Jesus he liked to break things. I think he is talking about, you know, Jesus going in the square of the temple and he flipped the tables on the Jews selling and buying. My friend, this is exactly who is Jesus. He's not breaking things. He is correcting things. It is them who break the teaching of the Lord, not to make the temple of the Lord place of buying and selling. However, you're a prophet. When a Bedouin man, he went inside the mosque, he unzipped his pant, and he started pissing in the holy mosque. You call it holy, right? You're a prophet. He told the Muslim, don't stop him, don't stop him. So do you see the difference? The Messiah, he is doing what should be done. Muhammad, because he don't care for God. He don't care for the house of God. A person is pissing in the mosque, not in the square outside. And imagine the mosque is so small. I mean, at that time it was a small room. And imagine a guy, he stand up between the believers and he's hold his thing and he start pissing. And the prophet of God who have jealousy for God, he don't care. He don't care. Not only that, there's many hadith speaking about even dogs. They used to go inside the mosque during the prayer and they piss in the mosque and nobody clean behind them. So I hope the answer is good for you. So he thought he is making fun of Jesus. Why Jesus like to break things? Jesus was not breaking, my friend. He was correcting. This is the house of my Father. You made it a place for buying and selling, you corrupt people. This is a temple of God. You don't buy and sell inside it. People put in chickens, people put in meat, people put in, it became a bazaar. But Dr. Imran is so afraid to speak. He said he cannot talk right now. And I think he is working hard, you know. They give him a salary to be a doctor in hospital, but he is in a chat room. That's why he cannot take a call, but he is listening to the chat. Very good doctor. All right. Why he no love his enemy? He's saying this doctor, he don't even speak good English. He says, why he don't love his enemy? Well, my friend, first of all, those are not his enemy. Those are his people. Secondly, if I love you, I correct you. Like now, if I say to you that you are a fool, I'm not insulting you. I'm trying to correct you. So your foolishness is speaking. Jesus, he don't believe they are enemies. Those are his people. And this is why he said, I came to my people and my people rejected me. My people. All right. And then the Messiah was correcting them so they will not end in hell. But because you're a prophet, you don't care. The guy, he pissed in the mosque. The guy, he put his booger in the wall of the Kaaba. I mean, do whatever you wish. Muhammad is welcoming everybody. He have no jealousy for God, and he don't care. Right? This is a great example of how the Muhammadan, they come to you with silly questions about Jesus. Why Jesus don't love his enemy? Why? Because he flipped the tables. Did he slaughter them, kill them? No, he loved them. If you see your son taking drugs, do you hold the dish for him or you flip the dish? If you see your son when he takes drugs, do you hold the lighting for him? Say, son, let me light the light for you. Very silly. You are a doctor? I don't think even you have a driving license. Let your dad talk to me. I mean, even their logic is coming from the middle of nowhere. I mean, I want this guy, Dr. Omran, to try to listen, to look at himself in the mirror when he talk. Just say exactly what you said to me, but in the front of the mirror, and you will see how silly you are. Why Jesus don't love his enemy? He reminds me of the Pink Panther when he says hamburger. Hamburger. The Pink Panther, the woman, she was teaching him ethic. You know, about not to look at women. Welcome to the Pink Panther. Okay, let's try to call this gentleman here. Is trying to call from China. But I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Anyway, guys, I want to say really thank you for all those who came here today. We don't have a great number because we did not announce it too much early. But it's a great time, a great honor to speak with all those good people. And you don't have to agree with me in what I say. You know, it's at the end of the day, God, he gave you a brain. God gave you a gift, you use it. And for me, I share as I know. And the Lord is our provider with our knowledge. So if we speak foolishness, this is our foolishness. If we speak wisdom, it is what he said. So I claim no wisdom of my own. And if there is something foolish I said, it's my foolishness, not my wisdom. You know, always we have to remember that there is many, they will try to fool you. And they will say statements, and those statements, all what you need to do, just send them back, and you will see how silly he is. The same as what happened to this Abdul. Just send the statement back. And look who's talking about breaking things. Muhammad, he burned the trees, he dig the graves. I mean, even dead people, he took them from the grave. You believe it? So this Abdul, he is saying Jesus don't love his enemy because he flipped the table. First, they are not his enemy. Why? They are in war with them. Those are his people. Funny people, low IQ, and stupidity is knowledge these days. You know, somebody he go to Scooby-Doo college and he get a degree in Scooby do nothing, and then he come to us to teach us nothing. And then he called himself a doctor. Well, nice to meet you, Scooby, do nothing. Until we see you again, guys. I'm losing my voice. May the Lord bless you. And Christ is our Lord. And he's only our guidance. And never follow a man. No man, no woman. Everyone is sinner. And all of us, we do and we make mistakes, but there is only one name. That name is a trustworthy. Only one name you can follow. Don't follow a priest. No, listen to them, no problem. You know, they might teach good, maybe. They might teach bad, maybe. They might be good people, maybe. They might be bad people, maybe. But there is only one you can trust. He's always good. That is the good Lord, and there's no name beside him is good. So if you put your trust in a man, you are a fool. If you put your trust in a sinner, you are absolutely a fool. People change. People change. People change to good or to bad. There's people who were very good yesterday and they are bad today. And it can be the opposite. So human beings change. And therefore, you cannot really trust a human being. For he can be upside down overnight. I'm thankful for having you. I'm grateful for all the callers, for those who support us. I want to say I will pray for people who call us from India, from Sri Lanka, from Tajikistan, from Africa, from Indonesia, from Malaysia. I mean, we receive calls from everywhere. Yesterday we received a call from a country, I'm trying to remember the name, close to Brazil. I mean, it's amazing how you have people, they are coming from everywhere in this earth, and the Lord is great. Very, very great people, very loving, and you will not know how great it is what you do until you see what you accomplish. Always when you start a project, the project starts with like building a rock, a stone. I mean something simple, like the Bible speak about the rock which is rejected became the corner of the building. So the corner, which means the base, the most important rock. So you might be that rock who people think you are no one, but in fact you can be a cornerstone which a lot can be built upon by your work. So never say I am no one, just I can do nothing. You are no one by yourself, yes, without the Lord, but with the Lord you can be a lot. You can do a lot and you can accomplish a lot. Be confident and don't let people make you feel down. Some people, they feel down, and I want to say about this in the Christmas, because maybe you think you don't look good, because maybe society around you, they have different or ugly tradition. People discriminate you for no reason, because they have wrong understanding of what is right and what's wrong. Don't let them play with your mind. Don't let them make you feel bad. You are someone for the Lord. You are important for the Lord. And you are beautiful for the Lord, however you look like, how old are you, how young are you. And those who try to put you down for how you look like, or even your age, or even your weight, or etc., those evil people, they will pay a very high price later, because sooner or later they will suffer from what they say. Trust me. People, they make fun of somebody is old. Sooner or later you will be very old too. And then imagine what will happen to you. Because you make fun of the old people. You think old people are bad, or it's funny to be old. That is your foolishness. Or they make fun of you because you are short, or maybe you are tall, or maybe you are overweight, or. Don't let anyone make you feel bad. Have the joy of Christ with you. You are a child of God in Christ alone. Whoever you are important. You are a prince. You are a Christian prince, and you are a Christian princess. Christian prince is not a name I chose for nothing. By him I am a prince. Without him I am no one. So my friend, I want you always to be having a positive believe in yourself, understanding of who you are and the reason you are exist. You are not exist because somebody need to see you and you are good looking. You are not exist because somebody, he look at you and he enjoy how you look like. This is not the reason of your existence. You are exist so you can be a child of God and you enjoy life and you enjoy eternity. Not to serve others in the bad way, and not to be a toy for somebody he like to enjoy something on you, to use you, let us say. The Lord, He see us beautiful, and He made us beautiful, and the Lord, He made us in His image. So you have the image of the Lord. It doesn't matter how you look like. You know, if you are an African, if you are white, if you are an Asian, all of us, we are equal, and we are the children of God. And anyone who separate us, divide us, discriminate between us by color or by ethnic or language, this is obviously he is doing evil work, and he will pay for it. So be happy of who you are, as you are. For this is how God, He made you, and He Himself is happy to have you. The Lord, He says, happiness in the kingdom, in the heaven, will be for one soul coming back to the Father. So you are an African, you are an Asian, you are white, it doesn't matter. The Bible says, for God, He loved the world, not the white, not the black, not the Asian, the world, all of us. He sent His only begotten Son. So my friend, for the Lord, He loves us, all of us, no matter how we look like, no matter what language we speak, no matter how old, how young, no matter who we are, He loves us. To the point He sent His only begotten Son to save us. So the Messiah, He loves you. And He said, knock at my door and I will open. Call me and I will answer you. And this is all what you need to do. And the rest of the world is not important what they think about you. And this is how I live my life. And honestly, I don't care people will think about me. Too many people, they speak against me. I don't care. I do what I believe. And I look as I look, which is scary. But I believe still the Lord, He loved me. Even though I look scary. So I want to say thank you guys. May the Lord love you all and bless you all and give you a joy for this Christmas. Don't forget to be good to your neighbor, to your friends, to somebody need your help. Somebody, as you know, we have a caller, he called us, he said a great message. Like he live in Belgium, there's a lot of people who they are lonely, old people maybe, they have no kids, nobody visited them. So if you are a person who got opportunity to serve, go and see those people. They will be so happy to see somebody knocking at their door, bring in a dish of food, say Merry Christmas. I mean, life is beautiful if we live it with the name of the Messiah. It is beautiful. And this is why many people, they hate Christmas, because Christmas brings the beauty of Christ, and people, they see the different, and they don't want them to see that. Thank you. May the Lord bless you, and until we see you soon again, Christ is Lord, and everything else is false. Thank you. Take care.